Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a live stream development thing. I'm Jwigs, and this is going to be a rather technical stream. It could be a little bit dull, but it could also be very interesting. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to work on my live stream overlay, and in order to do that, I need to be live streaming. So I thought, you know, why not just live stream with you all instead of live streaming a private live stream by myself? So that's what we're going to do. And let's pull up, what have I got? We are going to pull that up. So as you can see, to this side, right? This side, we have our chat over here. That chat is going to be, I don't know, just doing chat things, but the main thing we want to work on is the thing above me. It's right now just a bunch of question marks, and I also want to work on some stream rewards possibly, and maybe a shop that appears where this face cam is eventually. The main thing I want to work on today is getting the reward system down. So what I'm thinking of is also I'm doing this in GameMaker. I managed to connect to my YouTube API in GameMaker, and I absolutely love it. Don't worry, I've hidden all of the codes. There is no leaks of any sort. I've gone through all of the code and made sure that nothing is leaking anywhere. Mainly, as long as I don't open this super secret authcodes do not share.ini, which, you know, obviously don't open it on stream. As long as I don't open this and show you anything in here, I'm all good. Yeah, pretty much. Other than that, yeah, so what I want to do is I can't exactly get the number of viewers or get the people, the users watching any given live stream. You know, let's turn the music down a little bit. There we go. So I can't exactly say, oh, hey, who's watching live stream, and have YouTube feed that to me. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to use the chat. So basically every 10 minutes, if you send a chat message, it basically says, oh, you're here, and you get tokens. So pretty much just by chatting, it's kind of an XP system, kind of, but basically like every 10 to 15 minutes, if you say something, it will mark you as yay here, and then it will give you rewards. And also above me, we could also get little avatars. I have got little dudes. I've got a kind of a little dude that we can make run around, and we can do stuff. I am also playing around with version 2.3. GameMaker version 2.3, which is, it's interesting. There are some big changes to it, and I haven't exactly gotten used to all of them. But yeah, it's basically Me6. It's Discord, but YouTube, whatever you want to call it. Also, I can have some Discord integration in here as well, if I want to. So the first thing I want to do is, people are sending chat messages. What I've already done is I have a bunch of controllers. I have my YouTube controller, which this handles everything connected to YouTube. I have my fake controller, which this fake controller is just throwing out chat messages as if it were a YouTube controller, except that no messages are actually being received. So actually I can get rid of you. And I also have a visual controller. Now what the visual controller is doing is it's managing what you see. So the visual controller is doing mostly just all the drawing of the chats and handling, you know, oh, hey, there's a new message. I better make sure I draw this message. So yes, there are also animation sequences, and I haven't yet played around with those. And I'm really liking 2.3 so far, mainly because of you can do stuff like this function and then you can do stuff like this, which I'm really happy for. And you can call functions. I'm so happy they finally added functions. And oops, I might have broken something. Let's just undo what I just did. Did I break draw UI element? Nope, everything's fine. Okay. Hello, Kevin. It's good to see you in the Discord server, and glad you made it. Yes, we have functions now in GameMaker. And hello, okay, we've got Nuclear, we have Smiley Face, we have SMP, we have Sumi, Isaac. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so, first thing I want to do is I already have, where is it? Somewhere here. I have all the chat messages and all the chat usernames, but I need to look up, just bring this here. I hope you all can see. Yes, you all can kind of see that. I need to look up the API. YouTube live streaming API. I want to see examples. Here are samples, code snippets. Perfect. So this is what I usually did to get everything and get all my information. So here we go. Live chat messages. Perfect. And I want to list Actually, I do want a reference. I want to see what's in, because right now I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm asking for, and I want to make sure I want to ask for your user ID as well. I want to, it's Sume. Sume? Sume. You have no idea what I'm saying, but you understand. Awesome. Awesome. So basically, every time I ask YouTube for stuff, it's giving me some of this. And I need to remember, I think I asked for a user ID somewhere. I need to just find where I asked it for. This is getting tokens. This is getting the chat ID. Here we go. Here we go. So I am asking for the author details display name. I'm asking for the snippet type and the snippet display message. Okay. I'm also asking for the page URL. Okay. This is, I'm not exactly sure what's happening here. I'm asking for part equals snippet and author details, fields equals items. Okay, so in the author details, I want to, what do I want? I want your channel ID, I guess? Because I believe your channel ID shouldn't change. This indicates author details, channel ID. The author's YouTube channel ID. I think, yeah, this shouldn't change. So I need to make sure I am requesting that as well. I want to get your author details, channel ID. So let's add that to our list. Author details / display name. No, I want to get your, oh, I think I remember the format. It's author details. I do this display name like this, and then I also want, just double check that. Yep, author details, display name, author details, channel ID. Channel ID. Is the D capitalized? It's not capitalized. Okay, channel ID. And then we can do this. So that should give me that. So now I'm asking for the display name and the channel ID, which is the important part. So then I can store all of the data, everything you do, all of this stuff, I can store it with your channel ID, which I'm hoping is a number. I'm hoping that's a number. Then we can go over to this async event, which is handling everything I'm receiving. So here I'm sending requests. Hey, I want your display name and your channel ID. Here I'm receiving that request. And there's a bunch of different types of requests I'm receiving. So I just need to find which one is my chat message. It looks like it's right here. And I have a chat message, a chat username. I also want to get your channel ID, which should be as simple. It should hopefully be as simple. So I need to create a place to store it first. So global.chat user ID equals ds_list create. I think I'm also going to, yeah, you know what? We'll deal with the user ID stuff later in our visual controller that can handle more of the other stuff. So global.chat ID, what we're going to do is I'm just going to copy this. We have our author details. We are also going to, whoa, my enter key is not working. There we go. Chat user ID, author details, and I want the channel ID. Here we go. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to log because I want to see what's happening. I don't think I can, you know, can I show? I think I can do that. So, okay, let's assume we have our user ID, which I haven't tested it. Assuming we do have our user ID, instead of it, let's see, we have our ds_list add chat message text, chat message name. Perfect, perfect. So I'm going to replace, instead of you all seeing your name, I'm going to show your user ID, which I think is okay. Or you know what? Let's just log it instead. I don't want to put that up. Let's log it. So I want to, here we go. This is the part where we're reading from it. So var username, var ID, nope, I can't use ID. Var user ID equals global.chat user ID. There we go. Now, the funny thing is I can't actually see most of my keyboard. Most of my keyboard's being blocked by my mic right now. So I'm just kind of having to guess where, and I have a bed above me. I'm just trying to guess where everything is. Without, you know, ow, I keep bumping my head on my bed. This new room setup. I have a slightly different room setup, and I have a devlog about that, or a video about that coming up soon. Let's see. So that should give me my user ID, which I'm not using. Let's instead replace your... Let's do this. Oops, no, I do not want to do that. I want to do a string of the user ID, because I don't know what the user ID might be. User ID might possibly already be a string. Something like this. Okay, so then the live chat is probably going to go down for a little bit, and it's going to come back up. And if I do this, you can... Okay, so now it worked. It looks like I'm getting all of your user IDs correctly. So I'm just going to look at Meeps for a second. Meeps is something. I don't know. It ends in... Okay, SMP's ends in GG. That's an easy one to look at. Wait, no, I can't see. What on earth? Okay. ZVQ is... it's going too fast. I can't scroll up and down. I keep trying to scroll up and down. Okay. I need to find two people who are the same. Okay, BW and BW, perfect. Isaac and SMP's end in GG, perfect. Perfect. And as you can see, I've got it in pink because that's the color that's going to be removed. I can change that. What is it? This? Yeah, I can toggle that. But then I think it might break some other things. So let's not do that. So perfect. I am actually getting my chat user ID correctly. It looks like it's an alphanumeric code. So I'm going to quickly undo this. So now I know it's working. I don't exactly need to display it because that looks ugly. That looks very ugly. Let's just rerun you and make sure you're okay. The thing with the chat is I'm not sure if it's actually refreshing all the messages. Because as I reopened this, I saw a bunch of new messages come in. I guess it's backtracking, which I'm not exactly sure how that's going to be working. I guess I'm not going to be restarting my live stream application during a live stream, so we'll just ignore the fact that things might get duplicated. It might read messages twice or stuff. So that's okay. That's working. Next thing I want to do is I want to create a map. Let's create a map. Where is my YouTube controller? Here we go. I'm going to global.chat. Let's have a look. Excuse me. Global.chat. No, you know what? I want to store our online. So this is going to be online users. Online users. Users equals ds map create. And what this is going to do is this is going to store, so if you send a message, it's going to store the amount of messages. It's going to store the amount of messages. It's going to store the amount of time that you've been online. And then after a certain amount of time, it's not refreshing. Oh no, it's not refreshing. Oh. Garbage. What is wrong with you? Hello. Not refreshing. That's an issue. I can read. Oh, well, no, it is refreshing. It is refreshing. Yeah. It is refreshing. I need a shortcut. To get rid of it. Hold on a second. Let's see. Game Maker, move window to background. You know what? Forget that. It just took a while. That's right. I need to also shorten. Now that I have a ton of... I don't have to worry about my quota anymore. I've gone through and I've applied to YouTube and they've given me a ton of quota, which I'm very happy with. And so I can change my asynchronous event to... Here we go. Chat cooldown equals... Right now it's the current time. It's adding 5 extra seconds. I'm going to change this to just 1 extra second. I also want to make sure I catch all of these. Because sometimes, chat cooldown equals the current time plus... Oh no! Okay, this isn't good. I'm not actually... Okay, this is okay. Chat ID request is undefined. Okay, that is a good timeout. But chat cooldown equals... Okay, this is a problem. Because actually, YouTube is supposed to give me a certain time that I can... So basically, every time I send a request for a chat message, they tell me, hey, please wait this amount of time before sending another one. And usually it does not exceed 5 seconds. Usually it's around 1 second. However, I need to get that somehow. Let me double check where I can get that. if I get a message, it should give me type, but this is I want to find where does it tell me how long to wait. It should tell me how long I need to wait. Author, display message, fan funding, text message, bands, super messages, author details. Maybe I just need to log this. Maybe I need to log it somewhere. Oh, well, I guess 5 seconds. If it's an error, yeah, error, we can wait 5 seconds because something's wrong. But this is getting a new token. No, this is getting a new page. Chat cooldown equals... Oh, this is if it's undefined. Yeah, let's wait 5 seconds. If it's not undefined, let's wait 2 seconds. Something like this. Maybe this should buffer faster. Is the chat dying? No, the chat isn't dying. It's just got a delay on it. It's got an even bigger delay than normal. Because there's like the delay from it to get to me, and then there's the delay for it to go to you again. So there's like a 4 plus an 8. That's probably like a 12 to 15 second delay, which I'm going to be trying to get rid of as much as possible. Let's get rid of you. Shift escape to close, and then we'll rerun you. Here we go. Let's see how fast I can see it coming in. Oh, actually, it's coming in faster than I'm looking on my other screen. Okay, that looks like it's working fine. That looks like it's working better. Okay, go away. Minimize. Okay, so 2-second cooldown works. Double check for you. Are you... Pause event, stream found. Okay. Looks like it's getting its chat message as well. Okay, next we are... That's right, we are working on, now that we've gotten rid of the lag, we are working on our users, our online users. Where did I put you? Chat user ID. No, I didn't put you there. Did I put you there? I feel like I did put you there. Yeah, online users. I don't know why you went away. I have to format apostrophes in chat. I think the way I'm handling chat is I'm removing everything not in A through Z. Something like that. Let's have a look. What exactly am I doing to get rid of it? Or it might just be the font I have doesn't have apostrophes. What do they show up as? Yeah, they show up as a square. It might be the font doesn't exactly have apostrophes. Did I use any of your bosses for the micro challenge? The bosses for the micro challenge? I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. I used a bunch of items for the bosses. Oh, did I use the specific bosses for the micro challenge? I haven't yet used their names, but I will be. I very much will be. What am I looking for? I'm looking for... We're adding those. We're adding the text. It just seems like it's not in my font. Because I have a chat font, and it doesn't look like that font is in there. The default character is just blank. So, unfortunately, this is the font I'm using. And I really, really like this font. So, this is the console font from Islands of War. And I'm really happy with it. So, not going to change it. Sorry. What else are we doing? We are also doing users. That's right. I keep getting distracted and then having to come back to online users. Right. I think the way I'm handling it isn't exactly the best. So I think I might stick my user handling inside here. So we'll do global.online. It's called online users. And then I need to get the ID. Let's make sure I store the ID somewhere. Like var channel ID. Channel ID equals whatever this is here. And then I can put in channel ID right there. I really can't type if I can't see my keyboard. Man, I'm realizing how difficult it's going to be with this mic. I'm just going to move this microphone a little bit off to the side. There we go. That should be much better. Ooh, my mouse. Where's my mouse? Here it is. Channel ID. Awesome. So we're adding it into there, and then online users of this equals, the current, let's rewrite it. Let's rewrite it to, what do I want? How long is it? Let's do 60 seconds. Okay, that's 60 frames per second times 60 seconds times 15 minutes. Let's say you've got 15 minutes. So every time you send a message, it will set this internal map to 15 minutes. And then, actually, it needs to be current time plus 60 times this times 1000. I believe this is, okay, so this is in milliseconds. This is milliseconds to seconds to minutes, something like that. I shouldn't use this font. Oh, it's a really nice, I really like it. I could probably switch up the font with something else. I could probably switch up the font to a different font. We'll worry about that a different time, though. Right now, let's get rewards going. Thank you, Nugget. Online users, so then I'd say let's create an alarm. YouTube controller, objects. So I want to create an alarm where at event, alarm 0, where every 60 frames, which is every second, alarm 0 equals 60. We're going to move you to my YouTube controller right there. We're going to start you. So every 60 seconds, it'll take the online users. It'll check if it's past a certain amount of time, and then it will, if it's past a certain amount of time, it'll take you off the online user list. Something like that. Something like that. So what do we have here? Oh, I really should be using events for this. I really should be triggering my own events. I really should be triggering my own events here. I'm not exactly sure how that would work. Because every time a user comes online, every time they send a message, I really want to be triggering an event. Ooh, Nuclear, your messages are being held for review because they look very spammy, I guess. Let's just try this. Okay, so I'm going to do var key equals dsmap find first. And we are going to do global.online users. So this is going to be checking if we have our... Well, it's going to go through our list of online users. Then we've got repeat. I believe it's a repeat. DSMap size. DSMap size global online users. So do it as many times as we have users. And we are going to, at the end, reset the key. Key equals dsmap find next. ID global.online users. And we are going to supply its current key. And that means I can use the key as many times as I need to. What am I doing with the key? That's right. If current time is greater than global.online users. Ooh, this is going to be problematic. The empty character just breaks the chat overlay. What does that mean? Which empty character? It just turns it into a square, no? You should just turn it into a square. Fire it off again. Oh, unless it's completely frozen. No, I'm not seeing any messages on my other chat. If you send a blank, it just doesn't show. Yeah, it's a 0 width joiner. It doesn't show. Oh, the entire message doesn't show? That's probably because I didn't get it. I mean, it's showing a square, which is exactly what it's supposed to show, right? I mean, any characters it doesn't understand, it just shows a square in its place. If current time is greater than global.online users with the key, then we are going to dsmap remove. I can't exactly remove it. Ooh, that's going to be an issue. You're not sending a 0 width character, though. You're sending Unicode 2800. Well, it shows up as a square. Basically, anything it doesn't understand shows up as a square. Yeah. I wouldn't consider that break. I mean, chat's doing exactly what it should be doing. I could change the font since you guys are breaking it so much. DS map. Find what do I want? I need to delete it. DS map delete. Here we go. So I'm not sure that this will actually do what I want it to do. DS map delete global.online users and the key. Oops. Something like this, except that if I delete this key and then I find the next key, something might be a little bit wonky. Maybe if I find the next key first? What's chat happening? Yeah, it's sending squares. And someone's creeper has decided to put funny characters in his username, so now it just shows up as squares. Yeah. Chinese characters. I mean, here's the font. The font literally looks like this. If it's none of these characters, it just will show up as this. Can I change the default character? Options? Okay, nope. I don't think I can change the. I think the default character is the default character is built into the font or something. Visual controller, YouTube controller. Let's see. Online users, alarm 0. I am double checking that. Let's start logging our online users. clog ds map to string global.online users, and then I can look at who is online or which. Will it? I can see the username, user IDs of who's online. And then, oh, you see, here's the thing. I have the user IDs, but the user IDs aren't actually storing anything. So I need to store user IDs as well as their username somehow. Which, okay, I guess that's the next step. So here we go. If I rerun you, I should start seeing who's online over here every second. Let's have a look at it. Okay, right now, yep, it's as you start chatting, it's starting to pop up more and more. We're starting to see more and more people come in. And I did a DS map to string. Okay, you still got some time before it expires. I see. Look at that. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, so I need to store an array for each user with the username as well as the user ID somewhere. So that's probably going to be inside here. So I probably store the question is, I think I'll store the user ID and then inside the user. So instead of this online users, I will store inside here, I'll store the username as well as how long they've been active. I think I might want to create functions for this. So we'll just let you keep going. Since I do want to use some functions. Let's call this function. I think this is where you're supposed to put functions. YouTube controller. Function. Actually, these should probably be global. Function. You know what? Forget it. I'm just going to do what I'm used to. Online users. When I create a new user. Actually, no, this is a bad idea. We need to create a function. Yeah. Wait, what are the avatars going to be like? Well, they're going to be little blocks with blocks of what is it? Blocks of from the Islands of War, but with a different mask, with a cute mask. The cute mask that I was showing earlier. So function, new use. Let's say user refresh. Is it a user refresh? Yeah, user refresh. And I want to say user ID, and I also want the username. What this is going to do is it's going to global.online users. Ooh. We need to first check if it exists. So if global.online users. Wait, you can't exactly see what I'm typing. Here we go. If global.online users, you got here now, so you don't know what it's like. Okay, I'll show it in a bit later. If global.online use, nope. If I want ds map exists, global.online users with the user ID. So if my user is currently online, then we're going to do something. If he's not online, then I'm going to change it. So let's say if it is not, let's deal with being not online first. So then I'm going to ds global, let's just say var new user equals ds map create. And then new user, let's say username equals the username and the new user, what is it, online time? I'll just call this time equals the current time. I should just copy this from over here since this is exactly what I want to do. Equals that. Perfect. So if you do already exist in my online database, then I'm going to just reset your time and that's it. And I've never used it, so I'm going to go ahead and use that function here. So we're going to user refresh. It's going to be the channel ID, as well as the username is, I have a username stored somewhere. Author details, display name, I believe. So I'm just going to save this as a variable called username. Right there. So now I have username that I can use right in here, and I can get rid of this line of code as well, which is great. So I've got my user refreshing. So I've got user refreshing. You'll now predict the current time for me. All right, what is the current time for me? User refresh, channel ID, and username. Let's go ahead and do a function user. You know what? Actually, these don't exactly need to be. Do these need to be? If I put a function in a create event of an object, then its scope, which means where it can be used, is within the object. I think I don't want that to be the case. I think I want it to be in a script so it can be used anywhere. So I'll call this users. And what's cool is they've enabled you to put multiple scripts inside a single file. So here's user refresh. So where's my script? User.gml. I can do that. And so this will contain all the functions to do with managing the users who are online. So I can user remove as well, which is the user ID, which is just the fancy word for dsmap remove, or is it delete? Is it delete? I think it's delete. Yep, dsmap delete, global.online users. And the key is the user ID. Right. JWigs, you look at the blockling and the legs don't fit the rest of the style because of the corners. It's true, the legs don't exactly fit the rest of the style. I mean, here's the blockling. Yeah, the corners do make it a little bit funky. I'm probably gonna have different shapes for blocklings. You have a square one, you can have a tall one, a short one. We're gonna have different rarities for them as well, something like that. Just as blocks have rarities, your blockling shape. Also get some banners. Get some banners so you can declare which faction you're in, or you can be a traitor and just pick a different faction. I'm pretty sure if I make a Dark Order banner, everyone's gonna flock towards the Dark Order banner. I'm pretty sure. Wow. Sumi is using all sorts of names for me. I want Jiggly Legs to do a reaction video to the Yandere simulator code. Jagglings. Okay, wow. I'm getting a lot of nicknames here, which I'm totally okay with. User remove, what else do we have? Okay, so here we have in alarm 0, we can use the user remove function. Ooh, actually, let's do a, instead of user remove, I think I want to do a user check time. So in that case, I'll just go ahead and, so I want to just have a function that does this, basically. I just want a function that checks, and I need to replace key with user ID. So it does the check, so that way I can just do a simple command. So as I go through all my users, I can do user check time, the key, which is the ID, and if they are, this will automatically delete them. The chat is not in order. Chat is not in order. As far as I can tell, it looks exactly the same. You sent 2 in a row. If you send multiple ones in a row, I can't scroll up. Bothering me a little bit, but oh well. Yeah, as far as I can tell, it can't exactly... I mean, whatever I receive is whatever I receive. If it's in order, then some people it might be in order, some people it might be out of order. That's just YouTube API stuff. I can't exactly deal with that. So then we're going to log the online users. You know what? Instead, let's try and... Instead of having a 15-minute timeout, let's have a... So instead of 15 minutes, this should be 1,000 milliseconds, 60 seconds. Instead of 60 seconds, let's have 5 seconds. No, 5 seconds is too short. Let's have a 15-second timeout. So what I'm also going to do is I want to be able to see who's online. And in order for me to test this, I need to make sure it's everyone. I can see who's online. Why do you keep saying that it's broken? Stop breaking yourself. Thank you. Let's go ahead and... Okay, we've got a roaming area. Let us go ahead and do this type of thing. I just want to copy it from here, because that should give me the iteration of everyone. We do that. Key equals that. Key equals that. Okay, instead of this, we are going to do var username equals username equals global.online users key. And what we can also do in this new version is we can also do this. We can stack these together just like that, which is probably some really awful. Yeah, but whatever. Let's get a draw y variable set up in here. Var draw y. YouTube chat is messy. Is it? Yeah, it's kind of, well, I mean, it's, well, it works. It works. Draw y equals, let's say our y element is going to be a 0. So then I will do a, where's my drawing of text? Here we go. We can do this. Let me check. What does it look like? Okay, let's have it look like your actual username. So where am I drawing your username? I am drawing your username right there. So let's do this. And then let's something like this, I believe. And we draw y plus equals, I don't know, 16. And I just want to draw your username. It's not chat div, this is actually roam x plus 8. Something like this might work, hopefully. Index counts, draw text, yeah. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Okay, so as the chats come in, it should show. Maybe I'm drawing things wrong. It's supposed to draw things here. Man, I messed something up. What did I mess up? Repeat DS map size global.online users. Does it not think there are any online users? I don't think it thinks there's online users. Let's see. It could be drawing incorrectly. So let's see log username. Which is just, it should just flood my output with a bunch of usernames. But it doesn't seem like it's thinking people are online. Okay, so it's not triggering, it's not actually letting people be online. User refresh must not be doing what I'm thinking it's doing. User refresh channel ID and username. So user refresh, let me just open it here. If it exists, both these are different. If it exists, then just refresh the new user in time. New user time. Oh wait, we don't have a new user. This actually should be global.online users. and then this is the user ID. Something like that. Current time, that should be the proper refresh function. And am I still logging? What am I still logging 1,000 things? Yes, I am. Funny. I am not seeing any mention of users being online. Time to log. I need to log things. C log user ID and username. Right there. And now I should get a bunch of logs of bunch of user IDs and a bunch of usernames. Expand you again. Here we go. There we go. I mean, it's okay, so it's doing it. Oh, I'm creating it. Okay, so it doesn't exist. I'm creating this new user, but I'm not actually putting it anywhere. Global.online users, user ID equals the new user. So I'm creating the new user, but I didn't do anything with it. It just kind of was left hanging. So there we go. So now every 15 seconds, if you don't say something for 15 seconds, oh, the game crashes. Draw text, incorrect type, draw text. Okay, something's wrong here. Let's see, line 118. Right there, Rome X is... Hello? Rome X? Incorrect type, string, expecting a number. Oh, it could be possibly string copy, username. I think this is an issue. That is an issue. Username cannot be accessible. There we go. And we're still copying only the first 14 characters. It worked in... That's funny. It worked in that it's... That's ridiculous. Rubbish. Rubbish. It's not exactly drawing it where I thought it would draw it. Which... Rubbish. Where am I supposed to be drawing you? Rome X plus Rome padding, maybe? Rome X? Oh, I'm aligning you to the right side. So let's align you to the left side. I feel like that should solve a lot of the issues. Or solve the issue of it. Oop, nope, not 32x. It heard sound waves from the device you're using. I'm not exactly sure what you just heard. There we go. So... not exactly deleting everyone correctly. But if let's say I go and I say something, hi, it should put me on, okay, it stuck me on the list, but then it removed me from the list really quickly. It's supposed to take... There isn't going to be any problem if it uses only half the UID, since these streams aren't getting more than a dozen views anyway. Yeah, but whatever. I could just use like the backend, but if I have the full UID, might as well use it. It takes more work to copy half of it. So okay, there's a problem with the user checking the time. If the current time is greater than the online user's user ID, here it is. It's called time. Then we remove you. Right, that should be it. So it was actually checking the wrong variable. Okay, there we go. And if you don't say anything, well, it just logged in a bunch of messages, so it thinks everyone's online. But if I wait a little bit, I should start to see a bunch of people drop off really fast. Oh, okay. Maybe not. DS map find incorrect type undefined, expecting a number. That's funny. That's very funny. Line 17. If the current time is greater than, everything has a time. New user time. User ID has a time past it. That's strange. Maybe it's because I'm checking for a non-existent key in alarm 0. I think the issue stems from alarm 0 right here. So I'm going to log the key. And it's going to crash again, but at least it'll give me a little bit more useful information. I also want you to... I think this might be a problem if I delete it midway through. This is going to be a problem. So it's definitely going to be crashing. And we've got this many people here. If I just give it enough time, it'll crash. Here we go. Okay. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I literally logged a string called key instead of logging the actual key. That yielded us with absolutely 0 results. Let's bring this down to 5 seconds so I don't have to wait as long. That was funny. Literally logging a string called key. Why am I waiting for it to crash? Because I need to see what it's doing for the error. Here we go. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. It's undefined. So as it's looking through all of these, it's crashing because it's trying to remove an undefined user. And I believe this has to do with the fact that I'm looping through this entire thing, but I'm deleting entries partway through it. So that's creating a problem. That's creating a problem where it's giving me an undefined entry. So let's do if key is not undefined. If the key is not undefined, then we just do this. Perfect. Should work. Should work. So what's going to count for rewards? Uptime, messages, characters, most likely just... Okay. It's not really supposed to be deleting them one by one. It's supposed to get rid of a bunch. Okay, SMP sent something, and it should get rid of him after 5 seconds. It's only deleting one person at a time. It's only deleting this one person at a time, which is funny. It needs to delete multiple, like if the time limit is over for multiple people. Actually, does it really matter? Does it really matter? Not really, actually. Not really. So yeah, that 5 seconds is not going to be the case at all. We're going to up it to, we're going to up that later. We're going to up that later. But 5 seconds right now is okay. We're going to up it to 15 minutes. So you only need to send one message every 15 minutes. Or 10 minutes or 5 minutes. For characters, I mean, we could do something with characters as well. But I don't want chat to turn into a giant pool of spam. Like people just typing whatever they want. So I don't think characters, going by the number of characters a message has, is a good idea at all. I would much rather have like, hey, if you just send one message every 5 minutes, and I've got a problem with my lights. My lights just probably ran out of battery. Oh, that's right. It's run out of battery. Oh well, half my lights got out of battery. Just doing one, I think one message every 10 minutes would be enough to prevent spam. I can see emojis actually. I can see emojis. I'm actually reading the actual chat because if I pull up this, then I'm reading whatever the chat is. If I pull up, yeah, I can actually see what actual chat it is. Go away, pink screen. I think, yeah, I don't think we do characters. I think a message every 10 minutes. So if you want to, it's basically just bare minimum interaction. You get stuff, basically. I think this is where Discord rewards also come in. Discord rewards definitely need to come in somehow. I don't know how to link. I have a way you could possibly link by using like a special command that tells me who you are in Discord. But anyway, that seems to be working fine. We need to have a events to trigger. I guess this is where we will be dealing with if a user is online, if a user just came online, and this is where we will be dealing with a user going offline. So I'm going to go ahead. Let us go ahead and create, where is our objects? Why is rooms under here? Let's create an object, and I'm going to call this object blockling. Let's grab you, put you in there. What else do we have? Add a timer for message rewards, confirmation question, character limit per sentence, send Islander your ID. I'm thinking, yes, send Islander your ID, but there's funny things that you can do if it's just sending Islander your ID. Let's have a look. That's a block link, so we're going to create a block link. Our block link is going to have a username, and I'm going to make this username blank to start with. I'm also going to, if I want to give this a user ID, I'm going to give this actually, instead of a username, let's give you a user ID. And I guess we will store the username. Or what we could do, you know what we can do instead? We can create a user equals undefined. And instead of doing this, we would just create a new user object. I don't like that idea. It's just overcomplicated. We'll just do username equals blank and then user ID equals also blank. User ID equals blank. Something like that. Then when I want to spawn a blockling, I want to spawn you if you're new. I'm going to instance create depth. Let's say anywhere from Roam X. This is not a visual controller. Oh. My lights came back on again, which is funny. That's very funny. My lights just came back on. Half my lights. I've got a bunch of lights set up. Instance create depth. Ooh, this is going to be funky because the visual controller handles everything visual. This doesn't exactly handle anything visual at all. How am I going to do this? I have an online user. Maybe we just add more things here, like new user. We just have extra variables, like an X variable and a Y variable. This is going to be really annoying. Where's my stuff is happening page? Stuff is happening. I need to get rid of my light. Or maybe possibly lower the brightness of it. Because... yeah, okay, it looks like the light is killing the battery. And then when the battery runs out, it looks like the light is drawing more than... oh, excuse me. Oh, here we go. Light is drawing more than the battery, the power putting in stuff. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Windows. Ta-da! Ow. I keep hitting my head. My bed is literally right here. So if I go up a little bit, I hit my head on it. Oh well. How will the masking work? So the masking will work probably just by putting a block literally overlaid on top of this. And then getting the top left pixel to get the outline colors and stuff like that. Something like that. You actually, do you have 2 frames? No, you only have 1 frame. That's how the masking will work. How am I handling users? That's right, I need to create a new user here. Let's say I have an area where I can roam. So we don't need a roam surface. We need a... right, so if I look over here, I want like little dudes running around, like walking up and down and left and right. And then we can put stuff. I'm not exactly sure how. Yeah, get the color at 00, set white to that, pretty much. How am I going to be... let's just spit you out randomly, right? Just draw a dude and put it in a random position anywhere from here to here. Something like that. I pressed F11 to get rid of the full screen because I'm so used to Islands of War pressing F11. Let's see. We have our game controller, visual controller. We've got our blockling. Okay, we've got our blockling stuff, username, ID. Here I want to create instance. Create depth. X, I'm just going to say I random range from 32 to 200. And Y is going to be also a random range from 32 to 200. Make a procedural generated map using game assets and water and give them movement AI to wander, group up, and avoid water. Wow. I mean, I wanted them to wander around randomly, but a procedurally generated map using game assets and water could be interesting. Random range, this depth, make depth 0, and object, this is object blockling. And I'm going to do a width. So I want to do stuff when I first create it. Let's say that the username equals new. Oh, I can't use the word username there. Oh, this is the problem with scope, is because this username is actually trying to access the. It's trying to access the. Oh wait, what? What is this? We have new. A unique world every stream. I like that idea a lot. I guess it could be fun to work on. I can't exactly use username here. Let's just say user object. No, I do want you to be called this. So I guess I'm going to be using. I do not like that. I do not like that notation at all. I do not like this notation. This is probably proper programming to do stuff like this for like private variables and stuff, and like game makers like super private. They've got their own like syntax and stuff. But I can't exactly. Why can't I do that? You know what I can do? I can create a script, another script. It's gonna be a blockling, and I can do function blockling create, and I can provide an x variable. Let's say x position, y position. We already know the depth. We also want the username and the user ID. Oh, I can't exactly say that. I can say user name and user ID. You know what? Yeah, something like this. And then I will do an with instance create. I mean, I could simplify it with instance. You know what? Actually, I'm trying to like come up with the best programming ways to do this, but I really shouldn't care. Let's say this is the. You know what? I'm gonna have to give into this, just for this function. I do not. I can't bring myself to do it. Oh man, I don't know why. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how I'm gonna. Because I'm trying to come up with a different programming. I'm trying to come up with the programming style that I can use over and over again, and this is really frustrating me. Just naming variables. I could just pick any name, but names are very important. Let's see. How else can I do this? Let's say I can't do username equals username and user ID equals user ID. User ID equals user ID. I don't think I can do that. I absolutely don't think I can do that. Okay, let's see if I can. If the game will understand this as understanding the scope. I don't think it gets the scope. The scope is all in this function. It's not inside the object. Unless I do wait, here. Var blockling equals, I think I can get away with this. And then blockling dot username. Since that specifies the scope. There we go. Aha, I've done it. And blockling.user ID equals user ID. Because that specifies that I want to use the specific object variable. That should work. Now let's make sure it's working. Because I'm going to add a draw event to you. Add event to draw. Let's draw something. Let's just do draw text X, Y, and the username. I'm creating them correctly. So I'm not destroying them just yet. but okay, I can't see them for some reason. Where do my blocklings go? Where did my blocklings go? Hello? Maybe my depth was wrong. Negative depth means in front of the camera. Still not seeing them. Is it not creating them? It should be creating them. I'm creating them somewhere. I random range 32 blockling, yada yada yada. Blocklings are visible. They are visible. They're oh I see. Actually, they were being created, I think. I just need to draw itself, because if I do a draw text username, it overrides it. Where are you, blocklings? No, blocklings. Where are you? Okay, blockling. Where did you go? Instance create depth, object blockling. And then our blockling, da-da-da. Random range. Maybe it needs to be positive? I'm not exactly... It might be a depth issue with something being drawn. I think I know why. I think I know why, actually. I think I know why. It's because my visual control is doing stuff in the draw GUI event. And not the draw event. Yes, that is the case. That is the issue. So you guys can't be seen because the UI is overriding you. So I'm going to change your event to draw, excuse me, GUI. That should work. Because my UI size is exactly the same as the game screen size. Where did you go? I think I saw something. No, I didn't see anything. Oh. Where is it being drawn though? You can go away. Where is it being drawn? I know it's somewhere. I mean, I'm creating them. They're going somewhere. I lost them. Oh, good night, human. Goodbye. C-log. Blockling. I want to make sure they're actually being created somewhere. And then I'm going to actually log instance number. Instance number blockling. Oh wait, no. Instance number of object blockling. There we go. It says there's 9 of them. It says there is 9 of them. Somewhere. Somewhere here, I have blocklings. Why can't I find them though? What am I doing wrong? Username depth 32200. Blocklings are drawing themselves on the GUI layer. XY username. Possibly it's due to a depth issue now. Possibly. There we go. There we go. I got it. We got it. We see them. They are drawing stuff all over the place. Those are a little bit smaller than I wanted. And they're not getting destroyed either. And their colors aren't being set correctly. And their formats aren't being set correctly. But that's okay. That's okay. We have them. We have them running around. Well, not running around yet. But they're being created. They're being created in the right place. Okay, Rome X is 0, 0, 326, and Y. I see. So then we'll do a spawn of 32. Hey Siri, what is 326 minus 32?
326 minus 32 is 294.
294. Hey Siri, what is 700 minus 32?
700 minus
668. Thank you, Siri. Lovely. Let's have a look. So we're gonna spawn it in an A position. We are also going to We have room padding. We're spawning them now. I want their scale to be image X scale. Actually, is it? Do I need to worry? I don't think I need to actually worry about their image scale at all yet. Let's have a look at their UI. I want them to be... Get the username colors from the Discord. I could. I think that's actually, that's a little bit, that's very hard. That's a little bit hard. Because this is not at all linked to my Discord bot. And I don't think I want to link it just yet. Draw GUI. Let's do a copied code from Visual Controller right here. And I'm going to go ahead and comment out me just drawing the users directly. Okay. Blockling, go ahead and draw you. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Bar center, so center, top, font chat, draws the username at X. Let's say Y minus 16, something like that. So it's going to be drawing itself, all of that good stuff. And next thing I'll work on is their disconnect. So we're throwing you everywhere. Ooh, their text is a little bit big. I think the text is going to be blocking them a lot. Yeah, their text is going to be blocking them quite a bit. So maybe that's where I have a command where you can pop up your username. But other than that, your username probably wouldn't show because that's very disruptive. So yeah, so when it first spawns, it'll pop up with its username, but then other than that, it'll keep its username gone. That way we can make these be the forefront. And unless you do like a ping command, I think a ping command can work. It'll just show where you are. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. What else do we need to do? Yeah, that's right. We need to make them disappear after you've logged off. Can you customize the username displayed there? Actually, probably, but I think it's just your... I guess actually it might make more sense to customize your username. I'll have that on my to-do list. Of let's say you can possibly customize your username. We need to comment this out too, since all this is unnecessary as well. Blockling's doing drawing. We need to make you go away. User, if you go away, then I'm going to make sure I get rid of... Actually, I think we can put that on the blocklings part. Add event step if global, if DS map does not exist. If not, whoa, what did I just do? Oh, there we go. If not DS map exists. Why are there two blocklings with the same name? Yeah, because they're not getting destroyed properly. If it does not exist, global.online users, and the key is going to be the user ID. Then we're going to go away. Instance destroy. Ta-da! I should do a mini challenge for blocklings. I should. Here we go. So now if you don't chat for long enough, it will delete you from over here. And then if you say something again, you'll come back. I want to try it. Let me say something. Hello. Yay, I'm there. And then it slowly goes away. There we go. It's perfect. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, now let us handle, actually, oh. Nah, I was thinking maybe we transform both of these areas to chat areas. So instead of having like my chat over here, we have little text bubbles pop up. Yeah, that would be really cool as well. I'm not sure. That would be text bubbles, because then I can get rid of this entire thing and I can just put both of these to be the chat areas. And then possibly have like a portal from down here to here that your dudes can like run across and then like jump up into here. And you can command them to go to the other side or something. Stuff like that. Oh, that might be fun. For now, let's just keep this as one area. Chat bubbles might be for another time. Okay, so next thing I need to work on is message rewards. Let's see, how do I want to do this? So we could do, let's pull up this. I don't want to see pink. We could do every 5 minutes, you do a message, you get message credits. Let's just set up the system for now. So I already have a INI set up somewhere. 10,000 XP per letter. Certainly, the more you... I don't want the more you send messages, the more XP you get, because then it just becomes spam. It just becomes pure spam. Every now and then getting XP would also be good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want chat to turn into spam. I want it to be rather useful. So like every 10 minutes you not spam canned ham. Same thing. Spam is canned ham. So like every 10 minutes you send a message, it will every 10 minutes you send a message, it will give you an XP point. Or it's basically money. This isn't XP, this is money. It gives you money. And then you spend the money on other things. Actually, we could probably turn, every now and then, we could probably turn this area down here into the shop. Where my camera is. I'm not sure if you can see that. Can you see what I'm pointing at? Yeah, we can turn my area into a shop. Oh wow, there's 2 mice. Look, that's cool. Whoa. Whoa, really cool. You should get a base amount for being there. The thing is, I can't tell being there. I can't exactly tell when someone is there unless they send a message. That's why I'm thinking they send a message and then every 10 minutes they get the base amount because they're there. And then bonus for messages, pretty much, I guess, a basic bonus. But it's more about being there. Yeah. So let's try something like that. So I'm going to need an object. Game controller is going to need a... Actually, it's under the YouTube controller as well. I'm going to do a global dot online. Why? Why for what? Global dot, let's see, user data equals ds map create. So this user data is going to contain all of the user data for everyone. And I'm going to need, when I create you, I'm going to need to open my INI open. Where are you called? What are you called? You're called user save.ini. So I want to load, this should be in a function, actually. This should be in a function. Let's create a new function. Create a script and call you user data. Oops, I still can't use that. Can we just put you with my other user scripts? F2 to rename. Load. I'm just gonna call this user data. Function. User data load. And then we have function user data save. There we go. So then what I can do when I load it, I can do a INI open. Ooh. Ooh, how do I do that? INI open. How am I going to save it? Let me pull up my... local storage, and I want to see what exactly I'm going to be saving and exactly the files. Local storage, YouTube streaming version 2.3, super auth codes, don't share. Yeah, let's not share that. Where on earth? It would store it here, so I'll keep that on the side. Let's say I open, what am I opening? I am opening the INI. Where is it? User save INI. Then we INI close. INI read. Oh, because I need a key. I need to give it a key. So how about we give it a key of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's INI? INI is a file. It's a file type. It's how Islands of War saves all their files. So we're going to do INI read real. Section is going to be general. I'm just going to call this total. Actually, this is, yeah, total. The key is going to be count, and the default is going to be 0. And user save, I'm just going to copy this right now. This is going to be INI write real, total, count, and this is the DS map size. Can you post the blockling sprite somewhere so you can make and submit your own blocklings in game artwork? Sure. Actually, it's not that complicated, the sprite itself. And I haven't figured out how the colors are going to work, whether I'm going to need 2 sprites or 1 sprite, or how that's going to work. So yeah, I'll send it once I figured all of the details out. So let's save the DS map size of global.user data. So that's going to be the count. Okay, and we're going to read the counts there as well. Let's do, where's my user data? Put that there. User data load, and then user data save. So we're gonna load it, and then we're also gonna immediately save it right after, so that at least my file gets created, that I have something to work with. Run you again. Here we go, we pulled it up. And now, we have our user save INI, which I shall open it. Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Hello. I can see it here. I'm just not seeing it. Like, I'm seeing it, but I'm not seeing it. This is funny. You want more pixels? More pixels than 16 by 16? Possibly. Possibly I could go up a couple sizes. I lost my notepad. I don't know why it's not opening. I'm like clicking it, but my notepad isn't opening. Where is it? Open with, let's open it with notepad. Nope, it's not working. Open with, what is wrong with you? I can't open it. Is this some sort of protection from my, so I don't accidentally open it with Atom? Okay, Atom, what do we have? What are we working with? It's not working. I literally cannot open. You want to put a high arbiter on your blockling. Wow, that's a lot of pixels. I'm sorry, I don't think so. There's a problem with it. YouTube controller create. Let's get rid of the .ini then. And let's see if we run it this time, if it works. Since I assume ini might just be a default. Okay, funny stuff is happening. I can't open anything. None of my windows are opening. Something is very, very wrong. None of my windows are opening anymore. I can't bring any window to the forefront. Let me sort that out. What's happening? Just close you. Yes, I want to exit. Get rid of this. I'm sorry. Go away Discord as well. There we go. It's now opening again. Okay, here we have it. GameMaker might have been acting strange and blocking things from opening. Okay, here we go. We are back, hopefully. We are back. Make sure I'm back. Yep, we are back. And let's just run this. So over here, we actually have, see, we've got our save file. Total count was 0. So then what I want it to look like, ooh, I need to add the ini back onto here. .ini. I want it to look like users, and then I'll do something like a 0 equals, how do we do this? I probably do a 0 equals, and then we do a user ID here, and then a space, because we're going to separate everything by spaces again. Then we're going to have like the monies. We can also probably have the skin, the block skin, and the block type. Something like that. And then the next user is going to be stored like this. So that way I know that in my user ID, I can put in everything there as well. So that's good. That's good. At this point, I think I do want to create a user data structure where it would be like a user data structure would hold the user ID. It would also hold the username. It would hold the money it has. It would hold the skin. It would hold everything about the user. That way it will make it easier for me to save and easier for me to load, stuff like that. So let's get rid of you for now, and let's work on the user data structure. So what do we have? And stream is still doing stream stuff. Good, good, good. Okay, so I think I need it to be in here. So I'll go ahead and do a user. You generate a random size factor and color with a UUID as a seed. You're absolutely right. I could. We absolutely could. What happened so far? We have little blocklings spawning and despawning now. Now we need to create user data structures. Function. User data. User create. I'm just going to call this user create. And I do not know why those are in capitals when every single one of my functions are not, are all, what is this? This isn't camel hump. This is snake case? Yeah, this is snake case, I believe. So that's funny. Inconsistencies, which I do not like that at all. User check time, and I also have a user refresh here as well. You're thinking 3 sprites would work for the blocking. 1 for standing, 1 for walking with 1 simple foot up animation. The walking, I think I plan to do I plan to use the animation curves so we can move things around and see how those work. So I might have a different foot piece. Let's have a look. We have our function user create. Ooh, how are we doing this? So when I first load everything, I'm going to copy everything from here into the other one, since our user data is all linked together. So user data load. As I load it, I'm going to user create, and I'm going to give it the parameters of the user ID. We're just going to put everything inside here. So actually, ooh. User create is going to return a map. Function. So actually, yeah, let's do user create. This is going to be a user ID. How about hats? Ooh, hats. Yes, TF2 hats. User ID, username, money. Ooh. You know what? Forget that. Forget an actual function to do this. We're just going to go ahead and var new user equals dsmap. Create. And then new user ID equals the user ID, which we will get somehow. So I want to first do a for var, ooh, we're not reading this, var count equals this, and then for, I think I can just do a repeat actually. Let's do a for. I don't know when I'll use the iteration. Var I equals special effects. Absolutely. I mean, this is some cool stuff we're doing. We can have as many effects as we want. I equals 0. I is less than the count. I plus plus. Here we go. So we're going to iterate through our stuff. I'm going to go ahead and var data raw equals, actually, is it data array? Actually, I'll just say data equals string split. What's the string? The string is the ini read string. The section is going to be, what did I call my section? I called my section data, I think. Data, the key is going to be the string version of I, and the default, I'm going to give you absolutely nothing. String split, the string, the substring. The substring we want to split it on is a space bar, new user ID equals, okay, so now we need the order of it. So new user ID equals data 0. So we just copy and paste this over and over again. So new user username, actually the username is not going to be, do I want to save the username? Do I want to save the username? Do I want to save, why not save the username? Why not? I mean, username comes with a user ID, so I guess whenever I receive a packet from that user ID, I'll just update the username consistently. How about blocklings can interact with each other? That sounds really cool too. At this point, I'm really just having fun with all of this stuff. Speech bubbles, we can have speech bubble types, we can have speech bubble effects, we can have spawn effects, we can have death effects. I mean, this stuff is going, this is going to be awesome, actually. Username, we also have the money. What do we have? We have money. I'm still working on Islands of War as well. And just Islands of War is slowed down a little bit. I want a little bit of fun every now and then, so we'll work on this. ID, username, money. What else did I say we needed? We needed the, for now, that's all we need. Can you kill each other? No, that's cruel. That's absolutely cruel. ID, username, and money is all that we will be doing. And then we are going to be needing to store this username somewhere. So this is going to be the global.user data. I do need to save the ID. So var user ID equals data 0. So then we'll go ahead and, ooh, I did not press equals. Murder prime. Oh man, I mean, these you guys want faction wars inside here. Actually, that would be interesting. We could have them all murder each other. No, that's too cruel. That's too cruel even for me. User data, user ID equals the new user that we just created. Right. And then I'm going to be actually using the online users. So instead of online users, ooh, I do need a, you want to kill Prime? No peace. I can't even get the factions. I guess factions kind of penetrate through everything. Everything Islands of War related. Right. So now that I've loaded, my lights are just coming on and off just whenever they want. Half my lights are coming on and off. Right, now we're going to have to save them. We are going to need to reverse everything. So we're going to write the total count of the user data, and we're going to do let me save the count. Var count equals. So the reason I do this is because that way I save it as a local variable. If I want to use a variable more than once, I save it as another variable so that I can just access it really fast. Like if this is going to take up space, it's just optimization that I do a lot. I is less than count. I plus plus. Okay, right, now we need to resave it. So I'm going to create a buffer here. Var buffer equals a blank string, and then buffer. We need to add their user ID first. Buffer equals, imagine this, enough Nova factions in here, then everyone in Nova parts of Nova as a symbol. That would be impressive. So buffer plus equals the user ID. Ooh, we do not have, oh, that's right. Global.user data. We have our, actually, I can have our var user equals, oh, user. Is user's a function? What is this? Wait. Oh. So those are for some reason marked as functions. If I use this, so I'm just gonna call this, I'm gonna put an, oh. I'll just do scr user then. So scr we just never use those. User data. My favorite quote, I still think it's your fault just because otherwise it's my fault and I don't like that. Did I say that? Where's that from? Buffer global.user data. Let's get the ID. No, wait. We need the user equals global.user data. Global.user data. We have an ID somewhere. Global.user data. I'm just going through these. Oh. It's a map. So actually, I need to DS map find first. Global.user data. It's from a game of League of Legends you played 3 years ago. That's funny. That's a good quote. I'm going to take that. Put it somewhere. Here's the user ID, and then right here, I'm going to do user ID equals DS map find next global.user data user ID. Oh, wait. Yeah, that is correct. What? Why aren't you highlighted? Oh, you're not highlighted because I've messed with you up quite a bit. And then we'll do var user equals global.user data user data user ID, I believe. Something like this might work. I'm actually surprised how long I code without actually testing it. I used to need to test things like every time I made changes, but I've gotten better. I've certainly gotten better. So we'll do plus equals user ID. I'm not sure how many of you are able to follow along with what I'm doing. I'm barely able to keep up with what the changes that I'm making. Username, and then we do money, something like this. We also need a space bar at the end of there, so we'll just do something like that, and then copy paste onto the end of you. So perfect, that saves our buffer. Right, so theoretically, I have user data saving, I've got user data loading. Next thing I need to do is I need to make sure I am saving frequently. Like every second sounds good. So YouTube over here sounds good. I'll just call a user data save. Jay Wiggs, would you admit that you've eaten teleport bread? Oh, the teleport. Oh, okay, we're going there now. I look like I have. I'm not sure if that's I think that's an insult. This teleport bread looks awful. I'm not gonna respond to that. Online users, user data, alarm 0 equals 60, alarm 0, user data save. Make sure we're saving every second. Create. Are we loading though? That's the question. I don't think I put anywhere that we're loading. Let's see. User data load. I am right there. Oh, it's in the game controller. In the game controller, I don't think so. No. This needs to be in the YouTube controller. We're going to user data load, and then we're going to immediately user data. Actually, yeah, we're going to immediately user data save. Perfect. What is teleport bread? It's a TF2 thing. I believe that's a TF2 thing, if I'm correct. I'm probably wrong though. I'm probably wrong. What are we doing? User data load. Okay, so now I need to make sure that when I refresh my user, I want to store a reference to the correct user. So this is instead of username here. Instead of username here, I want to check user time. So I'll just call this a user. New user, user equals, ooh, we want to find the, wow, I'm going to need to find all my users and make sure that, ooh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. So what happens is when I refresh it, meaning when you send a message, I need to make sure if you do already exist in my database, I need to alter that. If you don't exist in the database, then I'm going to need to create a new user for my database, which is going to look something like that. So every time I want to add something, yeah, that should be okay. So new user equals the DS map create. Ooh. Current time, yeah, current, we can still use current time for there. So this is going to have our user and our time. This user is going to be our user object. So that's our new user there. Ooh. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that at all. I think we'll just have the user, if I load you, I'll just set your time to 0, I guess, since I need it stored somewhere. So as I load you, new user time equals 0. So that way I can do, ooh, if you are online, then I can definitely change your time. That's right. If you're not online, wait, this is if you are, okay, this is if you just sent a new message. So that's fine. If you just sent a new message, then I'm going to need to, how am I going to do this? I'm going to, if you just came online, I want to find if you are in my database first. Here we go. I want to make sure you are in my database. So we do this, something like that. If our user ID equals the first user less than the count, we need to have our count as well. Actually, I'm just going to copy this to make things faster. DS. Oops, not what I wanted. There we go. Our count is like that. We're going to forget the buffer. Let's do var user exists equals false. So most of the time it's not going to exist. And then I'm going to if ds map exists global.user data. The key is going to be the user ID. So if you do exist, that means I found you. I found the right user. User exists is going to be minus. Actually, it's going to be blank. Set user exists to blank. User exists equals the user ID. If it does not exist, then we're going to keep looking. And if it does exist, then I equals. Ooh, I think I do want a variable called count here. There we go. Something like this. So what we're doing is when someone who's not online sends a new message, we're going to go through our internal database and we're going to see if they're a new user, as in they've never joined, they've never said something before, or they've said something before and they currently have their data stored. So if this returns, if this is still blank by the end of it, that means that, hey, there's no one there. And if it is actually not blank, that means that, okay, there's already someone there. We can load in their data and create a block link with that data, with that specific amount of data. And I believe that should be a reference because I'm not duplicating, so it should be okay. Let's see. We'll see if it works. If user exists equals blank, so that means that it's a new user. We'll deal with that later. If it is not a new user, okay, let's say, actually, let's do new user first. If you are a new user, then we're going to create a map. We are also going to set the new user. I am not allowed. I just realized there's a clash between variable names. User refresh user ID equals that. And this needs to be renamed to key because there's going to be a clash of how long the data being stored for. Forever. It's going to be forever. This is permanent data storage, so that your money carries over from one stream into the next stream, so that you can save up for cooler items. Yes, this data is going to be stored forever. Which, does that violate any privacy laws? I don't think so. I am storing your username. I am storing your ID. I am storing... What else am I storing? I'm storing virtual currency. Does that violate any privacy laws? What's DSGVO? I know certain, like, the Europeans have a certain DSGVO. What is that? Yeah, general data protection. Is it... am I allowed to store... Am I allowed to store your username and your user ID? I actually don't know. I don't know. I guess it's data? It's your data? This could get a little bit tricky. I mean, theoretically, okay, I have to think of what DSGVO, because Europeans have stuff. I know where I am, they've got stuff. The US might have stuff as well. Different. Okay, read up on the... I'm just going to pull it up here. GSDVGO. What is it called? I don't exactly know. That's not what it was. It was the DSGVO. The GSD the DSGVO. DSGVO. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look. Oh, there are 11 chapters and 99 pages. Okay, key issues: consent, data protection officer. What is that? The right to be forgotten. Okay, that's important. You need a right to be forgotten. I mean, usernames are allowed. I want to see what this is. Okay. Subject material scope. Oh, this is what is that? I want to see what... Okay, let's go back. What can you store? Whatever. I think I'm okay. I won't worry about the legal parts. I'll do some more research on the legal issues and aspects of what I can store and what I'm not allowed to store. I probably need to put in a command that's a forget command, which deletes all of your data, because that's probably the only way to be compliant. Or I mean, a command is probably a bad idea. I mean, if you want your data deleted, I can just delete it manually. Because I don't think people want their data deleted, but it's an option. I'll leave that option there. I said it once. I'll say it once. If you want it deleted, I'll delete it for you. There we go. I'm never saying that again. New user. Right. If my user does exist, then I'm going to create a map. I'm going to new user. I'm going to set the ID to equals the user ID. New user. Username. Am I calling it username or just name? Yeah, it's called username. Username equals username. And then I'm going to set new user. Money. Monies equals 0. Right. And then I'm going to want to put this into the global user database. Global.userdata. Username. Username. No, it's user ID. That's right. User ID equals the new user that I've created. Why are you not lining up? Did I spell something? New user. Oh, that's right. I missed an equal sign there. Okay, so if it does not exist, okay. So then if you do exist, oh, I also need to set the time, don't I? Because, yeah, new user. Oh, actually, no, that time can be just set here. Yeah, actually, that's already happening there. But we can just do this instead. And that's needs to get gotten rid of. So we have an object that's just going to be passed around from object to object. Okay, now if you do exist, then I want to... Oh, that's right, online users. Okay, online users needs to be online users. So you need to be put into the online user database as well. Global.online users user ID equals global.online global.user data user ID. There we go. Now this one is just actually this is just this, isn't it? So if it does exist, then we're just going to go ahead. The stream is storing your account's UUID to allow you to customize your virtual character for entertainment purposes. If you want your data permanently deleted, please message that. Yeah, that works. That works. I'm not exactly sure. I mean, I'll mention I could have a little pop-up that comes up somewhere, or a tiny little information, a link to a place where I can just store text easily, like an online, an online text thing, and then I'll just have a bunch of like detailed information about stuff. That's a good idea. Or a Google Doc. I can literally just have a link to a Google Doc just like sitting there. Or you can, I don't know, exclamation mark, and it'll send you like a command that will send you the link to the Google Doc of all like the rules and stuff. Or put it in the description. Yeah, you know what? That's an even better idea. That's an even better idea. Just put it in the descriptions, and I can put it in the description of every stream because I just copy and paste the settings from the previous stream. Okay, global.online users equals that. Global.online user ID that, but time equals that. So the time is going to be set. The blockling.user equals global. Actually, we just need to get the blockling.user. Yeah, user equals global dot. Can't see anything. Global dot. You know what? Var user object equals. I'm just gonna say user object equals to this right there. That way I can recycle this variable over and over again. Equals the user object. You equal the user object. Blockling.user is never used. Yes, that is correct. So I'll just say user equals undefined. And I will do user. Something like this should work. Oh, this is complex. This is very complex. The key is never used. That's correct. The key is never used. Key user exists equals the. Ooh, this is getting. I think I need to have a look at what I'm doing here a second time. The key equals the global.user data. Okay, the first one. So the key is going to go through all of them to make sure it exists. If ESMap exists, if it does exist, actually no. I don't need to go through all of these. I don't need to go through all of these. This is stupid. What am I doing there? If user exists, I can just do if dsmap exists id global.user data, and the key is the user ID. So if you do not exist, then we create one. And then other than that, the user data is always created past this point. That's right, global.user online users equals user object. Yep, that's the user object right there. And then we set the time. Oh, actually, I can just do this because it's referencing the same thing. And then blockling equals that, and blockling.user equals that. That should work. Okay, so now where am I? So it's refreshing it. It's updating. I do want you to update the username whenever a message is refreshed. Ooh. Else we'll just do global dot. Ooh, I guess I have to copy this. User ID, username equals username. So we update the username as well every time you send a message. I haven't run this program in a while. Islands of Water update. What happened when I was gone? Nothing. I'm just still creating user objects that I can pass around. But theoretically, okay. Theoretically, this should work. And that's like famous last words territory. Yeah, famous last words territory. Object blockling.user ID not set before reading it. Yep. That's what I thought. What on earth? Where's that coming from? Step line 2. Oh, that's right. There's a step event here. Okay. Step line 2. If this would be user. I don't believe I'm actually saving spaghetti code. Yes, it's a little bit spaghetti-ish. I am saving the ID. Okay, that's easy. User ID. Is it really that spaghetti? I mean, it's kind of spaghetti. It's half spaghetti. I mean, this isn't exactly spaghetti. This is pretty good. This is code. This is spaghetti. Spaghetti is long lines of code. At least that's what I understand of spaghetti code. Oh, come on, it didn't work. Buffer plus equals user money. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so it mostly worked. It just crashed when I saved it. I need to double check. Is that what's happening? Yep, when I saved it, it needs to convert this to a string first. And then when I load you, I need to convert you back into a number. There we go. Something like this. It ain't crashing. Let's see what my save says. Nothing. My save doesn't say anything. Oh. Of course my save says nothing. I'm not saving it. My save isn't finished. I'm opening it. And then I'm closing it. The buffer's not writing anything. Let's write something. I write string. This is going to be the user. What's it called? It's under I read string. It's under data. It's under data, string of I, and the string is going to be the buffer. Spaghetti code is unoptimized, uncompressed code that uses inefficient like strings or if-elses. So it's like 30% spaghetti. If-elses? Well, I'm not exactly sure what else to use. How do you not spaghettify that? I mean, there's a reason there's an if and else statement in the game. Ooh, variable index out of range. Ooh, let's have a look at what that is. I is less than count. That was in the... Oh, my user save. It's not actually. There we go. It says there's 5, but there's not actually anything in there. Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh, you mean ternary operators? I mean, I can use ternary operators, but I don't feel like that's necessary right about now. Okay, here we go. That's perfect. So we have your user ID, which is that. We have your username. Oh no, your username has spaces in it. Oh, garbage. I didn't think of that. Your username has spaces. Oh, that's gonna break things. Of course your usernames have spaces. What is this? Your usernames have spaces in them. I did not consider that at all. Because Islands of War, none of the IDs have spaces. So I can rely on that. And I can't replace it with an underscore, because then it will, if you have an underscore in your username, then things will, oh dear. How am I doing this? And that means I probably need to have something like this. Something like this, then. Oh man. Okay. I think I can work with it. Okay, equals user ID. So that means I have to save them as separate variables now. Oh, what have I done? This is going to be even more spaghetti. This is just going to be copy pasting stuff. Actually, we can do a real. This might be better actually. So instead of data, ID, let's get rid of the space there. We don't need a space. Actually, let's put this in front so I can see it better. Does GameMaker have switch statements? Yes, GameMaker does have switch statements. And I do use switch statements every time I work with commands. Something like this. Ooh, why are you not liking it? I write string section key. Oh, I need a plus ID plus ID plus no underscore there. Split using the number sign. If I split using anything, someone's going to put that in my username, in their username, and then break it. So I can't do it. I can't split using anything. I literally have to save them as separate variables. Username, and this is money. Here we go. So user ID equals that. So that means I can get rid of my buffer. I can get rid of my user ID here. I can also, ooh, wait, I do need this. I do need to find the next user ID. Split using a new line. Split using a new line. We can get rid of the buffer. We do need the user. Okay, so now when we read it, instead of we won't be splitting it anymore. We'll just do user ID equals ini read string data ID plus split with multiple characters. Tell no one what those characters are. It's not like you can see the source code in the background. I know, right? It's not like you're watching me literally code whatever this is. Okay, here we go. That's a default, right? Yeah, there we go. Data ID instead of ID, we want username, string I, and you are real, but that's about the same. And I do realize I misspelled money down below. Money, and your default is going to be 0. Something like this. How about just a fill with an underscore? You don't have to turn it back into a space. Well, then if I don't turn it back into a space, then your usernames will look like an underscore. I mean, I know the usernames will get updated, but I'd rather store it as it should be. Let's see, time equals 0. I'm going to go ahead and delete the old save because that's going to break things. Here we go. Let's see what it's come up with. Okay, so we've got ID 0, ID. Oh, this is confusing. Oh no, that's what? This is not what I wanted. ID. Oh dear, what have I done? What is this? It's supposed to look like ID. Oh no. Oh, you know what I can do? You know what I can do? I got it. Instead of data, I can use this. I can split it into sections so it still looks pretty. String I, string I, string I. So the sections are going to be that. And then the values under it are going to be perfect. There we go. So money, I write real. There we go. ID, username, money. And this is going to be instead string I as well. So instead of just, I mean, because data is kind of useless. It's a useless name. I mean, I don't really need it, but now I can use it. That way, I can now say ID. I can, ooh, I did not copy that properly, did I? String I, string I, string I, username, and then we can get rid of you. We can also get rid of you. That way, is something else being written, though? Let's delete my save again. And have a look at it. Yes, this is what I wanted. This is what. What on earth is this coming from? Why is there data? It still says data. Oh, right there. Oh, what is that? I don't actually need data or that. Ooh, what's the user? Oh no, user ID equals. Okay, interesting. Wait, I think that's what it needs to be. Where else am I using the word data? Make sure it's... Yep, okay, there's nothing. Me writing stuff for JWigs to be able to test. Yep, basically. Here we go. Who disliked? This is a dislike? Oh, come on. Here we go, here we go. So we've got a total, and it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got our ID. Wait, everyone's ends in GG. Hey, wait, they're all Meep of Faith. What is that? They're all Meep. I must have saved very, very wrong. Or loaded wrong? Maybe I loaded wrong. How? I open you, I save you, I write the total, okay. And now it's all nuclear. Okay, so this is probably something to do with saving. It's saving them all as one person. String I, user equals user ID equals dsmap find first. User data find net. Ooh, what on earth? If I open this again, it'll probably come up with someone else's name. Yeah, it's back to Meep. And then if I open you, it's nuclear. It's based on the last person that sent the message. That it saves everything as that person. Which is strange. Which is very strange. User data save. User data save. It opens it. There's a count. User equals global.userdata user ID. I'm gonna log the user ID. Yeah, I'm gonna log the user ID. Oh wait, no, don't load. I need to delete the old save. Okay, log, what are you telling me? What's happening? Okay. Oh, I see. Actually, we don't need to iterate through this as much as we need to. It's actually count -1. Because we already found the first one. So I don't need to go through it as much. But what I'm seeing, it looks like the ID is correct. Then why is it so funny? Why are my saves all one person? Oh wait, no, what? It's fine. It's fine now. Why is it fine? 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if it's undefined, it won't do anything. What on earth? That's weird. That's very weird. I didn't touch it. I did not touch it. And it saved properly. Okay, that's different people. If I wait, it should have resaved it. Yeah, now it's all different people. I'm gonna say something. Hello. If I do this, I should be in here now. Oh wait, nope, now I should be in here. Ta-da! There I am. Okay. It works! Oops, I need to maximize you instead of minimizing you. Yep, the 2 states of programming. It's not working. Why? It is working. Why? Yeah, I didn't touch anything and it just worked. So right, so now you're forever in my database so I can probably. That's good. Okay. Next step is, now that I can save stuff, now all I need to do is, okay, let's try something. So now I want to edit the name that it's saving. So I'm going to username. So I want to edit things from my blockling. I just want to make sure I'm referring to the correct map. You didn't know you could be productive by doing nothing. Yeah, sometimes. I'm going to add a smiley face onto the username. let's see what happens when I do that. So now when I save things, I should get a bunch of smiley faces. There we go. That's great. So I can modify it. And then, yeah, and then when it... So if you have a blockling up there, it will modify your username to just start spamming. Wait, let's see if it does it again. Someone send a message. Wait, what now? Please pop up. Why didn't you pop up? Someone didn't pop. Oh, wait, it popped up for a very brief moment. And then it disappeared. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, I think that broke it. Let's not do that. I think that officially broke it. That broke whatever I was working on. Well, with this, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. I just need to grab a snack, grab some extra water. I'll be back in 5 minutes we'll work on rewards and stuff. I will catch you all in just a bit. All right, we are back. We're back. Let's see what is going on. What am I attempting to program? I'm attempting to program this stream overlay. You see the little thing there that I'm looking at, and then above me, that's what we're working on. We're working on little dudes over here, and I think what we are going to be doing next. Let's see. Hello, Game Maker. There we go. We are going to be adding. I think it's about time we keep them. Let's keep them up for a little bit longer. Their current time is only 5 seconds. Let's give them let's give them, I don't know, 2 minutes of screen time. Yeah, let's give them 2 minutes of screen time. So that, there we go. Let's also work on the money system. How are you going to be earning money to spend? It's very important. I think we'll do, there's a 10-minute cooldown on, I think we do 10-minute cooldown on, so if you send a message, then there's a 10-minute how can you spend money? Okay, spending money is the easy part. There'll be a shop. Where my face cam is right now, there'll be a shop here. Every now and then, like in the middle of a stream, I'll open up a stream shop. There'll be random items, random stuff, and you can purchase like 1, 2, or 3 options, or 4 options, or 5 options, depending on, you know, random stuff. So basically, we need to earn money, or earn points, earn stream points. And I think, yeah, every 10 minutes, you can, if you send a message once every 10 minutes, you earn yourself a point. I unfortunately, I would really like to do it where if you're just watching, you can earn a point, but there is no way for me to get who's watching without you sending a message. Do you get stream points from previous streams? Unfortunately, not. Unfortunately, only from all the previous streams that I've done, there unfortunately not be a rack up of stream points. This is kind of like with the XP system that we introduced in Discord, where it just kind of became an estimate. I couldn't exactly give you an exact, like, oh, hey, you all can, I'm going to backtrack and backlog everything. That, unfortunately, that's not possible. So I think we do. Yeah, it's a little bit sad. It is a little bit sad. But what I can do is I can give extra monies for people who are in this stream. How am I going to do that? Let's do, I mean, because it's in development, there's probably going to be extra monies going around. Let me make sure. Right now, everyone has 0 monies. Okay. We can look at that. Okay, there's me, there's Chickeny, there's Nuclear. Okay, so we can all see the total number of people who have sounded. You planning on offering that for other streamers? Actually, I do not think so. This tool is it's definitely a prototype. It's if I could, there's a lot of things that need to be done behind the scenes in order to get it working. There's a lot of stuff. Why am I using Game Maker for this? The reason I'm doing is because the reason I'm not doing it for everyone is because I am using Game Maker. And I just wanted to see if Game Maker could even do it, and test the capabilities. And I was actually surprised that it was able to. I mean, it can handle async HTTP events, so it can do a lot of stuff. And Game Maker is my preferred engine. I could have built this in Unity, but Game Maker is something I'm familiar with. And also, I'm playing around with the new 2.3 beta, which I'm liking so far. I've used a couple of the new features, not as many as I want. Oh, I mean, I'm using functions like this. Let's go to our earning monies. So I think I need 2 times. I need your online times. I also need hold on a second. I don't see Watcha in here at all. I mean, you've been sending messages, but I don't see you in the save file. Okay, that could be an error that I might need to fix. That's funny. I am saving it though, right? I'm saving it every second. User data save. Count, total count, user ID. Let's actually... Yeah, new user might be broken. User refresh. Okay. It might be after the... Yeah, okay. It could be a problem with... It could be a problem with when someone comes in the middle of a stream and it hasn't loaded all the messages. The user refresh, user ID, username. This, I don't think it's saving it then. I do not think it's saving it, which is very funny. User data is there. Global data is right here. Yeah, I know Unity you can do a lot of stuff. I'm unfortunately not familiar with Unity, but I did not know GameMaker was capable of this stuff either. I saw Sean Spalding, which is what I'm trying to imitate here, but I'm trying to go a step further. He managed to connect something up with Twitch and YouTube. But I found it took me like a full day to figure out how he did that. And I've figured it out finally. It's a nightmare. I would not recommend. I mean, actually, it's really good being able to look up APIs and then implement them and understand how they work. I found that really fun, and it was a real learning. It was a real learning journey. Username, global.userdata, user ID. It should be saving it. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to create a command. If keyboard check, just copy this. I'm going to make you on T, and I'm going to clog. This is going to be like my debug command. You know what? I'll put on D then. Console log ds map to string global.user data. And I think I can just rerun you and you will be fine. And we might... Oh, okay. Something's definitely still broken with this. Something is most certainly still broken with this. And I'm going to debug you. What does my debug look like? Oh, never mind. I didn't exactly press the right key. There we go. D for debug. Let's see. You look like this, and you are a... That's interesting. Can't exactly read it. It's kind of small, so let's have a look at this. So this is the user data that it was storing. And it looks like from the looks of it, it looks like all of our user data is pointing to the same object. This number 6 is a reference to another map. It's all pointing to, whoa, what's happening there? Let's see, TVQ. Yeah, our user datas are all pointing to the same object, which is very strange. Oh, there's one that's pointing to 222 for some reason. So that's the second one. Oh man. Bugs. Lots of bugs. Bugs. What's happening? I think this is a reference issue. Reference issues are very funny. I got it. Right here. That's the issue. Right there. I'm creating one user and then I'm overwriting it a bunch of times. I believe that's the issue. It seems to be a loading issue. Make sure I'm not doing something stupid like that in other places. I think that should be it. So let's delete the old save. I'm going to run you. Full screen. Let's see what the save says. Okay, we've got everyone. I believe it actually might have loaded all of the comments for this stream. I thought I'm saving the last page. Though. Because it should not be loading up all of these again. I guess it's not going to be a problem if I only run this once in the beginning. It's not going to be opening and closing really rapidly. So that shouldn't be such a big problem. Now we have Watcha in here. I'm actually going to delete myself. And I'm going to see if it likes a new user. Since 5 and 6. I'm going to close you. I'm going to save you. Reopen you. Make sure I did that. Nope, it still keeps putting me in there. Okay, I think I know what I have to do. I have to stop you, and then I have to edit you. So I'm going to get rid of myself. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to load it. Right? Now when I open here, I should... How come I'm still in there? What on earth? So it must be loading all the previous messages. It's loading a bunch of previous messages. That's a problem. It's loading like the past 200 messages. Let's look at the chat. When did I last send a message? A long time ago. That still looks like it's within 200 messages though. Well, that's funny. I guess we need That's an issue with my asynchronous event. Getting a bunch of unnecessary messages. Okay, I need to block off my stream. So you can't see anything. Make sure you can't see anything. Okay. And then I'm going to open... Am I sure you can't see anything? Yes, you can't see anything. Let's secretly look at my stuff. Look at my tokens. Found the issue. I found the issue. Okay, make sure you're closed. Make sure I can't see any more super secret stuff. Yep, there's no more mention of any keys. There we go. And we're back. So, it looks like what's happening is I am not actually saving. Where is it? I have a page number right here, chat page right here. This tells me which pages I've already looked at and which pages I can use to get the next one. So what I need to do is I need to save this. I need to very much save this. So let's have a look. Chat page token. Where am I going to save you? That's the question. It's that. I believe every time I do this, I might just want to ini open. Say, what are my inis? My supers, my auth save ini. And then ini close. That way it won't reload its messages and I can always use this. So ini write string section. I'm going to call this, what am I calling this? Next. I'll just call this next page. I'll call this chat next page. And then I'll save it. So then when I reload my controller, I want to make sure, I want to check to see if my chat is already loaded. Where is it? Chat header. So if that is that, if token access is blank and token refresh equals that, this only works for if I have a new, this is going to be funny. This is going to be very funny. This is, actually, I can't save that. I can't save that. I can't save the chat page. I wanted to, however, yeah, I can't save the chat page. For now, I just have to accept that the chat page can't be saved. No, currency is not yet working. Let's have a look at, let's set up the timers. Let's set up timers. So, new user time. We're going to set this as a money time. That's loading it. Money time is 0. I don't need to save the money time at all. Okay. New user. Money time equals 0. Right. Actually, it is one word. Let's make it 2 words then. Money time is 0. Okay. So when you send a message, I'm going to check. Let's add a new function. Let's call this function user add, and you know what? Forget that. Forget another function. We'll just stick it in here with the rest of our spaghetti. Add some meatballs in here. User object time user. Oh, let's do if user object. If user object time. No, this is money time. Money time is greater than the current time. No, if the current time is greater than the money time, that's right. If the current time is past the time that I'm setting here, then I'm going to... Is there still background music? Yeah, there should be background music still happening. Then I'm gonna set the money time to our... Is it a little bit soft? We can bring it up a little bit. The money time is going to be equal to the current time plus 1,000 times... I think it's about time we add macros. We add macros for cooldowns. Game controller, macro. This is going to be cooldown. Online time equals 1,000 times 60 times 2. And then macro cooldown money time 1,000 times let's say 15. So every 15 seconds you can earn a money. For now. It's cooldown online time and cooldown money time. Can you buy parts and trade them with other people? No trading. That's just way too complicated. Cooldown money time. And then I will do user object money plus. Now for the blockling, I want to draw your username above your head. I also want to draw your money. Money. And let's do a string because I definitely need to stringify that. And let's put in a $sign. So now, here we go. Now when I run it, there should be a username above your head, and there should be money. Oh, okay, forget that. User object execution error. This is probably a string formatting error. Do add execution error. User refresh line 31. Yeah, that's a string formatting error. User refresh line 31. Just double check URI and I reading. Here's the issue. It's the issue. It's reading it as a real. Write real, read real. Then line 31 was here. Okay, I just want to make sure my save is still fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 people. I see. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to delete my save. There's an issue with my save. How about donating people money? Let's open the save. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Okay, there's an issue. It's not saving everyone. I think that might have been because of my -1 here. Oops, I did not close that in time. Here we go. Let's rerun you again. Donating people money or donating... nah. It's all just you. Okay. Now let's have a look at our user save. There's 6 people. And people are earning money already. You can't exactly see the money though. If you say some things, you will watch your money tick up. Hopefully. I think it's one every 15 seconds, right? I'm not seeing your money tick up. I mean, your money is slowly ticking up. Your money is kind of blocked by your little dude. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. You can't exactly see it very well. 1 every 15. SMP should have a few now. I'm not finding it. I'm not seeing SMP have more than 1. I did say plus on the money, right? Yeah, user object money increases by 1. If the current time is greater than the money time. Let me make it a little bit more visible. Yeah, the messages are invisible on the overlay. Yeah, it's not adding it correctly for some reason. Could it be because the money time is current time is greater than the money time, the user object money time equals that. If I save you, I'm not saving money, I'm loading it only once, that's okay. Money time, new user money time equals 0. Yeah, meaning your first message you'll get XP, and then I'll set it to current time plus money. Nope. Is it still incrementing? Nope, everyone still only has 1. That's funny. User object time, money time. Money time is separate. Their online time is separate. Money time is, I mean, when you're first created, your first message you send, your money time is 0. So that means you can instantly send something. User object, money time. What on earth? The current time is greater than that. Okay, time for you not to draw stuff. And time for me to see the money time. Money time. Okay, let's see. Now everyone should have 2. Okay, nuclear has 3. Nuclear has 3. 16274. You know what? Let's not have a cooldown on it. Let's set the cooldown to 1 second. So that I can see it count up more accurately. Also, I realize I need to run a randomize function. So let's do this. Now, every message you send, you should get $1. There's, yeah, 1 second cooldown is pretty much nothing. Yes, spam incoming. Because I'm not seeing it's not counting up. It's not counting up, is it? It's not counting up. That's a problem. Okay, I'm refreshing you. The money's not counting up. The money isn't even counting up. Let me check my save. Yeah, no, the save, nothing. Save's got nothing as well. This is strange. The current time is greater than the money time. Then the money time equals the current time plus the cooldown money time. What's cooldown money time? 1,000 times 1. That's 1,000 milliseconds. That's 1 second. User object money increments. Which is... It's not counting up. It's not counting up. Which it should. Possibly... Let's have a look at our... I'm going to log the money. I'm going to log if it's even doing stuff. So where is my... Let's also log the username. Because I want to log the username, and I want to log the money. Can't see what you type in the overlay. It's I mean, it's giving money. At least it thinks it's giving money. Nuclear is here as 5. Watcha is 4. Sume is 4. Oh, I got it. I figured it out. Right. So this only happens if if you just logged in, meaning all of this. Oh wait, yeah, all of this needs to move to here, right there, something like this. Let me make sure my parentheses are correct. I don't think the parentheses are absolutely correct. User data, user ID. Oh wait, what's the difference between online users and, oh, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we will be using online users here, since it's referring to the same object, I believe. And then this is user object. So we set the cooldown time, then we set the, can't you debug the application with breakpoints stepping through the code? Yes, I could debug the application with breakpoints and step through the code, but you know, that's the it's a programmer's thing where you'd rather just log everything rather than stepping through and figuring out what's wrong. Hello, Dr. Victor. You have joined at just a great time. We are about to get earning money. If current time is greater than the user object, this means that it's only your second message. So actually, we do need to. Ooh, let me run a check. Actually, I do need this to be a function. I'm gonna call this function user money. Really descriptive function right there. And I'm going to do, let's just ask for a user object. Actually, let's ask for a user ID. And then I'll do a var user object equals, I can just copy this code actually. Actually, this can just be the data. User object equals global dot user data user ID. There we go, and user money is never used. So over here, I want to check it as well. So you have blocklings as your avatars, and you get money to customize them. Yes, that's what's happening. I'm creating. So for you that are just joining us, over to my left here, we've got a chat. Chat gives you money. Chat gives you money, so you can spend money on your cute avatars up there. We want to call user money. Why are you not working? You don't like it? You don't like user money? Hello? User money is never used. User money is never used. You know what? Fine. I'll just copy paste. I would just copy paste right here. I should add some comments. I should add some basic comments. Here, I'll call this give monies. And then we'll add it here as well. And give monies. This is reset online time. Right here is also reset online time. Here we go. If I run this, people are about to be earning money. A lot of money. Every message with a 1 second cooldown. Okay, Dr. Victor has one. It should be updating. I'm not seeing any changes though. Oh, SMP just earned one. I just saw it. Yes. Yes, it's working. It's working. Okay, yeah, Meep's numbers going up so fast. Hey, Fi, someone just joined. Oh, so actually, I'm looking at the YouTube chat, and my stream chat, my overlay is actually triggering faster. I mean, there's a spam. Perfect. I mean, I'll be resetting the money halfway once I figure out the time. Oh my goodness, who's got the most money? Okay, S&P is spamming the most. Okay, okay. You know, I'll just leave this going while I'll just let you see. Oh, this is great. This is great. Let's test the cooldown. Why am I gonna reset money? Well, it's a lot of money. I'll have it or something. Let's say a 30-second cooldown. Let's say a 30-second cooldown for now. Let me make sure everything's being... I think everything should be saved, right? Let me check my overlay. Let's see. Meep has $22 if he doesn't send another message. And I should see... Where's Meep? Meep has $23. Perfect. And, okay, so now there's a 15-second cooldown. And I'm paying attention to commentator or Meep. So 15-second cooldown. Okay. I think Meep, your cooldown is over. Never mind, it's not. Yep, okay, there we go. Yep, Meep. It is a 15-second cooldown. It feels like it. Feels like 15 seconds. Perfect! Yay! And, I mean, unfortunately, I guess things can overlap. It's kind of like squash. Okay, so 15 seconds. I mean, it'll be... I still don't know how money will work. I have no idea how money will work. Certainly sending... I don't want no cooldown is definitely awful, or else people just start spamming. Character-based cooldown... Character-based money is... I don't think so. 15 seconds, I think people are still going to be spamming quite a bit. A 1-minute cooldown or a 2-minute cooldown might be optimal. A 2-minute cooldown might be optimal. Yeah, I think a 2-minute cooldown is optimal. And then... Yeah, a 2-minute cooldown might be better. Maximum 30 seconds. 2-minute cooldown. I mean, initially I was thinking 15-minute cooldown. But I think 2 minutes are okay. Yeah, you can stop now. Because, I mean, there's no use spamming, because it's... Okay, so let's do 60 times 2. Oh, so actually... Okay, so the online time, the time your dude is there is 2 minutes as well. That means that if your dude disappears, you can't get any more money. Which, actually, that could work. If both of the times are the same, that means if your dude, like, goes away, you can come back in and get more money. Does that make sense? Or do we want him to be online more? Like, if we give your dudes, like, 5 minutes... If your dudes are 5 minutes, if they stay around for 5 minutes, that means that you can... Yeah, I think that makes sense. If they leave and you can't see them anymore, that means you can send a message to get money. Can we weaponize our blocklings? No. Not yet, at least. I don't think you will. Yeah, let's do 2.5. Let's 2.5. So after 2.5 minutes, you disappear. Or we could do 3 minutes. We could do 3 minutes. There we go. I think that gets rid of some of the spam. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to need to reset anything. These numbers are okay. Can you make your blocklings work to get money for us? I don't think so. Also, what's that? Oh, that number. Oh, you know what? We can get rid of that number now. Okay, perfect. This is good. This is good. I'm gonna run the 2-minute timer. Delete. Excuse me. Oh man, something's wrong with me. Okay, stonelings. Here we go. Oh, what on earth? You got rid of the money. You got rid of showing you your money. No. We want to see your money. Thing is, every time I run this right now, you're all each going to get $1 if you've got a message. in the past like 20 minutes because that's how it works. I can't. It's like the moment I restart this application, your 2-minute cooldown begins again and you instantly get a free money. So your money is going to be going up if I restart, just because I'm not saving the cooldowns. Right, we have money. What are we working on next? Let's work on, you know what? I'm going to create a note. I'm going to call this to do. We want spawn effects. We want death effects. We want hats. We want blockling shapes. We want blockling skins. We want blockling, what else do we want? What other cool stuff do we want to put on here? We want weapons, question mark. We want banners. Banners for like Prime, Strike, Nova, I don't know, stuff like that. We also want weapons. What else could we possibly stick in here? I mean, certainly we can have special ones. I mean, these all have different rarities and stuff. Blocklings change the background behind them. Oh yeah, we've got like sparkle effects. We have effects. Just like normal effects. Blocklings change the background behind them. I don't know. We could have AI. So we have the normal AI. We could have fast AI. We could have, what other AI could we have? We could have bumpy AI, or yeah, bumpy AI. They literally just run around and bump into other things. What else can we get? We can get some fun stuff in here. I mean, everything about these can be purchased and bought, and like ducklings. Yep. We can get jumpy AI. No, jumping is a little bit funny. We can get slow AI. Yeah. Kill AI. I don't know about kill AI. Let's work on commands. Let's work on some basic commands. Just setting up the overall flow. I think the first command we do is random, which moves you to a new random position. That's an easy one. It's not going to be super challenging. And then the next one's going to be like setting your skins. How are you going to be setting skins? I think you just do skin, and it just randomly chooses a skin for you, and you just keep doing it until you get the one you want, pretty much. We use commands to make our blocklings move around. You could. I think we just do random. We just have random for now. So yeah, so if you want to change your look, you're just gonna have to keep like randomizing it unless you do like skin 0, skin 1, skin 2, skin 3, and stuff like that. You skin sell. I mean, selling stuff, possibly selling stuff. If you don't like it. Let's have a look. Who's got money? We've got money. We've got lots of money going on. Okay, let's get our blocklings let's get their look going on. So this is going to be mostly working in the blockling. We've got that. We want to I guess when I create you, I need to create for my blockling, I need to create a user event 0, which is just the special script that I run. Actually, I no longer need to... Oh, because what I used to do is I'm just going to use this. When I create event, I'm going to call user event 0. And what this is going to do... Oh, no, it's event user 0. And what this is going to do is this is going to define a bunch of functions for us. So blockling, user event 0. So I have function update position. Is it update position? Is it update position? No, I think Oh, that's right. Okay, so what we're going to need is we're going to need, you know what? Do we need that? Let's just make them walk around. Let's just give them their AI for now. How about merging skins to create new skins? That would be interesting. Certainly would be interesting. I need to create the sprite. So this is going to be function sprite create. And I'm going to create a function init. And in init, I'm going to sprite create. Now, the reason I have to use an init function that I will call later is because after I create these objects, the create event, so I create an object, the create event is run, and then all of the code following. So for example, if I have our YouTube controller here, where am I spawning things? I'm spawning things in here. Right. So here I'm creating it. After I create it, the create event is run before any of the code after this is run. So what I want to do is then I want to with this. So we want to do this, and then I want to set everything like user equals the user object, and then I want to run the init command. And this init command is within the object itself, which should have already been defined from the create event. So init will redefine its skin. Oh, it'll create a sprite for it. Where is it? Let's have a look at you. Sprite create. So this is where I'll do all my sprite handling options. And for now, I'll just set sprite index equals. Well, actually, we don't need to do anything for this. Because yeah, we'll just know that we'll handle our drawing of our sprite there. So you will be our drawer yourself. And let's see how we want to format this dude. I think we can have a double scale. We can have it scaled up twice. Yeah, I think we can scale them up by 2 times. Let's see. Draw GUI. Ooh, let's do draw self. Create event. Let's do image x scale equals 2 image y scale equals image x scale. Ooh, can't spell right now. Something like that. So that should scale it up by 2 times. Let's work on some art. Yeah, they do look a little bit small, which is why I'm scaling them up. Let's see. You are... How am I going to do this? I think what we can do is we need to create a sprite. We also need to create a surface. This surface is going to be 16 by 16. Let's work on creating a merge between them. So sprite create, var surface equals, actually let's call it surf equals surface create. Surfaces are basically places where I can draw and manipulate like an art piece, like it's a canvas that I can draw on, and then I can turn this into a sprite that I can use later on. Surface create needs dimensions. We make it 16 by 16 for now. I am going to then draw sprite SPR. Your texture, your default is 0, 0, and your mask is also at 0, 0. Yes, that's very good because I wanted it. Draw sprite SPR texture sand 0, 0, 0, and then I'm going to draw. Ooh, I need some blend modes. Draw set, no, it's GPU set blend mode. GPU set blend mode. This is going to be a BM subtract, I believe. I think that's correct. And then this is SPR mask player. And then we set it back to normal. I think this is what I want it to do. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, that's right. Then we need to sprite index equals surface, sprite create from surface. Sprite create from surface, and then we have our surf ID x00 width height 16 16. Remove back false false true true false false. What's remove back? I have no idea. Open the manual. Remove back indicates whether to make all pixels with the background color transparent. Yes, let's do that. Actually, no, let's not do that because it should be transparent by default. Remove back smooth indicates whether to smooth the edges. Nope. Let's also do 0. Oh, false. X origin is going to be 8 by 8. We want this to be in the center. And then I want to free the surface. Surface, free, surf. Because I've already used it, I no longer need it anymore. We get rid of the memory, prevent memory leaks, basically. Something's funny. Why are you not drawing yourself? You are drawing yourself. I don't see anything. Do you see anything? I don't see anything. I don't see anyone. How many skins would there be? I don't know. I'd spend, I don't know, a couple hours making them, and we see how many we come up with. But all of these are like pretty textured. Like we have one for blocks. Blocks are easy. We just import all the blocks from Islands of War. Masks are fairly easy. At least my idea is they need to be very easy. So you put those two together, there's a lot. I don't see them for some reason. Sprite index, X, Y, width, height, remove back, smooth, X, Y, origin, draw sprite. Maybe it's because this is not in a draw event. That's why it's not, that's why it's failing. I'm going to, it might be because it's not in a draw event. Yeah, I think that's why. What am I making? If you look over here, I'm looking at a chat. The chat is going to power the little avatars that I'm currently working on up there to run around, and you can earn money to buy cool skins for your avatars. Basically. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Sprite defined equals false. So we're going to say that it's not defined to start with, and I'm going to forget this in it. Draw GUI. If it's not defined, then we're going to define it. And we are going to, what did I call the function? Sprite create. Cool, yes, I think this is very cool. I think this should work now. We should have. I'm doing something wrong with my blend modes. I'm doing something very wrong with my blend mode. Let's not play with blend modes for now. Might have to copy some code over from Islands of War to figure that part out. Nope, okay, so it's still not working. I still don't see anyone, meaning it's not my blend modes causing an issue. Sprite index equals sprite create, sprite subimage XY. Funny. Surface create, 16 by 16, width and height. Draw the sprite. I think it's... No, this really shouldn't be because... This really shouldn't be because I'm not. Sprite create from surface. Surface. X 0, Y 0, width 16, height 16, remove back. False, smooth, false, X origin, Y origin. What is wrong with you? It's even in the draw event now. Which it doesn't need to be, I believe. It actually might need to be in. So yeah, it is in the draw event now. If it's not defined, it's not defined. It is defined. So if it's not defined, then it defines itself and then draws it. Should be easy. Should be easy. Sprite index. Draw sprite. Okay, let's say I comment all of this out and I simply change it to a texture. So now everyone's a sand block. Actually, every time I refresh this and it goes black, you're all getting money. You'll get another $1. Fun stuff, eh? And I've got a problem. It's not loading properly. So money rain is still happening. Hey, you're all sand blocks now. Haha. Why are you all sand blocks? Because that's what's happening. So it is working. This function is being called and it is doing stuff. But I think I'm misunderstanding what this function does. Oh, you know what? I know the issue. Oops. Surface set target surf. And then we surface reset target. And then I need to draw set. No, it's GPU set blend mode. GPU. And oh no, my overlay, I already closed it. Oh well. GPU set blend, enable blend mode. Blend mode? What's the blend mode? Blend mode is going to be BM subtract. What game is this? This is, well, it's kind of a spin-off, an overlay for Islands of War. It's a separate thing. It's a small little, it's just a stream tool. So every time I stream, cool stuff can happen. Okay, that's not what I was thinking when I did that. Black must be the subtracted area. I just it's like I took a cookie cutter and then cut it out. So that's not right. That ain't right. That's not right at all. Also, my blockling needs to draw its text even farther away so I can see it. That's not at all what I had in mind. You posted a simple blockling in game artwork. Oh, cool. I do not have Discord open. Game artwork. Oh yeah, we do have cool blocklings. Very nice. Here, I don't know if I can bring that over. No, I can't. I think my blend modes are wrong. I need to have a look at what blend modes. Refresh my brain for what blend modes are. Also, there's a problem. I'm going to have to close my Game Maker. Game Maker is behaving a little bit funny. It is a beta version. It is not behaving the way I want it to. So it's the game is acting as an overlay, and it's not being able to be minimized or moved behind it's, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but I can't see anything. GameMaker is just blocking all of my windows from popping up. Kind of what I had earlier with not being able to see the notepad. It's exactly that. Not sure why that happens, but here we go. We should be back. We'll make sure everything's okay. Yep, there we go. We're back. And we still have, it looks like toast. It looks like someone took a cookie cutter with toast and cut out your toast. Oh my goodness, what is this? Okay, let's figure out what's going on. That's right. I need to refresh my brain with blend modes, so I'm definitely doing something wrong. Okay. Additive blending, luminosity values of lights are added. Subtractive blending, luminosity values of lights are subtracted. Okay. Okay, you know what? There's this function. Okay, not sure what that is. I have no idea what's going on. It's not really, I really hope they had less color so I can see what's actually happening with black and white. I'm going to go and copy something from Islands of War. I do not have Islands of War on here. Let's open Islands of War on my second screen. Wait, which is Game Maker? I have 3 Game Maker icons open. This is YouTube streaming. This is also YouTube streaming. Oh, here, no, here's GameMake. Okay, so I need to copy some code from Islands of War, particularly the bubbles, because the bubbles is what I use shaders for. And I cannot remember. Object, let's open our object bubble. Yes, it's on my second screen because, oh, it's called object loot, actually. Draw event. Perfect. We have a bunch of rubbish code. I believe this is the code. Instead of subtract, this might be the code that I'm looking for. That was not the code I was looking for. But it did something. What if I replace these? I switch it up. Maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, we did it! We did it! We did it! Oh yes, we did it! Perfect! We got it, we got it! I got it, yay! And also, yeah, free money every time I refresh. Okay, so we have these dudes. The question is, did my black and my white both change? I'm not exactly sure how that worked. Sprites. I think it changed both my black and my white. That's what it looks like. Both of my black and my white got changed. It was not based on the color, even though I can't exactly see. Yeah, it doesn't matter what the color is, it seems. So it looks like what we're going to have to do is, because I want an outline as well. So we're going to copy and paste you. And then I'm going to change all of you to white. Oops, let's fill you with white. And then this one, since I want my outline, I'm going to remove the black color. Oops, remove the black color. Something like that. Theoretically. Am I doing this right? Something like this. Yeah. So that way, this one is going to be the background. This one's going to be the outline. And I can draw this outline over just as a color. Something like that. So we have our drawing, our mask first. Then we flip the color. Okay. Also, I need a normal color. Oh yes, we want the top left color. Sprite, get pixel. I need a pixel color. Pixel. Surface? Is it surface? Get color? Get pixel. Something like that, maybe? Not quite sure what this function does. Function can be used to get the color of a specific pixel from the surface. Can I do sprite get pixel? Get pixel? Get pixel? No, please. No, it won't. New shop items, eye color, border color, and eye shape. Actually, that might make more sense. That might make more sense than having to, yeah. Let's just do draw set color. Right now I'll do black. So black is the border color, and then we're going to draw the sprite of the player, and this is going to be the first subimage. So here we go. So now, okay, it went white. I literally said go black. Oh, I don't think I blended it properly. Oh, that's right. It's draw sprite color. Here we go. It's not draw sprite color. It's draw sprite ext maybe. Here we go. Yeah, draw sprite ext. X scale 110 color alpha. Actually, there we go. There's your dudes. That's so cute. That's actually really, really cute. I really like that. I really, really like that. And that's just one. That's just a sand block with a black outline. So, okay, so you guys wanted different eyes, different... Okay, different outlines, different eyes, But the outline and the shape are very much intertwined. So how about we do, so I'm going to call this is SPR outline 1. So this is just the outline. I'm gonna edit you. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna duplicate you. I'm gonna duplicate you. We're going to have SPR outline, SPR eyes 1. SPR eyes 1 is going to just be the eyes. So get my eraser out here. We delete all of you. You're just the eyes. So that's my first eyes. And then you can have different eyes and eye colors. You can have different outlines and outline colors. So here I'm going to get rid of your eyes. Goodbye. So that's our outline. Oh, we also need, we want to make them move, don't we? How do we make them move? So actually, I think if I want to animate them, since I definitely want them, I want their little legs to animate. I think what we do is we do that, and then we actually need to give them, so actually we need multiple parts now. We need a body, we need legs, and we need eyes. And then, I don't know, maybe, can we give, no hands. Hands are off. Hands are a no. Is this a square? Yes, it is a square. Okay, so we give him a body. That's his body. I should probably copy this over first. So we have our, so this is going to be SPR body 1. And I think I'll do eyes 1. And then I'll duplicate you, and I'll make you our SPR legs. Someone said shoes. No, they are legs. So these are the legs right here. Actually, we only need one leg, don't we? We only need one leg. Right? Yeah, actually, we only need one leg. Oh. I broke your computer? How did I break your computer? We only need one leg. Okay, let's do this. And then we have our outline. Because both the legs are going to be exactly the same. And then let's erase you. There we go. Here's your leg. Wee. Then we'll put the legs coming up and down. Actually, this might be a fun time to work with animation sequences. We've got eyes, we've got the body. Oh, we need to get rid of the legs on the body. Oh, a D. Here we go. Let's I've never played with the animation sequences. I've seen how they work, but I feel like we can get a good feel. Oh wow, that's really small. Okay, something like that, and then we have a leg. And then we have another leg. Okay, this is slightly confusing. I'm not exactly sure which one I'm picking up. There we go, and then we've got this leg. Hello, pick up other leg, this leg. They're not aligned. They're not aligned. 140p is not working. Do I have like a free with shift? No. Maybe with the command I can move it around freely? No, I can't. Okay, well we've got leg, eyes. How come it's the snap is funny? Oh my goodness, that's a lot of snaps. Okay, well, we can give you leg. Let's say you only last, let's say you're a, I don't know, a 10 frame animation or something. And then we have all of you are, I've never played with the sequences before, but, okay, let's automatically record the change. Oh, you know what? Sequences are not going to be the way we do this. Sequences are not going to be the way we do this. Other YouTube videos and things work fine, but not this live stream. You'd say this is pretty snappy. Yeah, this is not gonna work the way I intended it to. We've got legs, we've got eyes, we've got a body. So we're going to need to draw all of these with the chat froze for some time. Oh, that's sad. Ooh, the question is, do legs go over or under? Oh, no. Legs need to go under, meaning our body needs to have space for legs. Our body outline needs space for legs because legs are going under. Right? Yeah, body outline needs some space for legs. Yeah, so it needs a break there. Okay, let's put it all together. We are going to need a few sprites. We are going to need no longer one sprite. We are going to need a sprite body equals undefined. We're going to need a sprite eyes. Actually, you know what? We can just say this is SPR body 1, just in case it doesn't generate, it doesn't crash. Sprite body is SPR body 1. Sprite legs equals SPR body. Legs doesn't have a number. Legs 1. Blockling, SPR legs 1. Sprite eyes equals SPR eyes 1. Okay, so these are going to be changed later on. These are going to be changed. Actually, are these going to be changed? Not really. Not really. These actually might not. Yeah, these are not going to be changed. These are, never mind, what am I saying? These are going to be changed. That's what this event is for, to change them. Okay, so this is going to be my body surface. Surface free body. Sprite body equals that. Okay, so then we're going to draw the SPR body 1, which later this is going to be changed. So SPR body 1, and then I'm going to do this, then I'm going to draw this texture. And then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to draw the body again. And then the sprite body is going to be that. And instead of drawing itself, I'm going to draw sprite SPR body. It's called sprite body, not SPR. Sprite body. Subimage 0, X is going to be at X, and Y is going to be at Y. So this should just draw its body correctly. Yep, it's just what I thought it would be. It's got a little hole for the legs, and I also want to make sure I'm scaling it according to the image X scale and Y scale as well. So draw sprite EXT, I want to draw you. X scale is image X scale, image Y scale. Let's just make sure it's all using the default variables. Rotation is image angle. And color is image blend. Image alpha is alpha, image alpha. So I'm just drawing most of this stuff anyway at the same position. That way, now let's get our legs going. Actually, eyes doesn't need to be generated. Eyes can just be drawn over as an eye color. So let's get our leg. I guess we have one leg and we duplicate it twice. So both legs are going to be the same. Sprite body, I just need to copy all of you. This is going to be called legs. Oh, this is, yeah, legs. I'll just call you legs. Surface set target, legs. Draw sprite, SPR legs. 1. Draw the texture, and then we redraw it again there. And this is sprite legs, drawn from the legs. Now I need to make sure I'm going to be drawing this correctly. Ooh, what is the offset is going to be actually 0 and 0. Next, I need to draw your legs here. So this is going to be a left leg, a sprite. Leg, legs, leg. You're going to be a minus image scale. Oh, okay, X. Oh, well, how am I doing this? X minus 5, X plus 4, Y plus 2, plus wave 0, 2. This is spaghetti code. This is very much spaghetti code. Here we go. Plus 2, plus wave. And we have that offset. This should give you some... Legs need to be underneath everything, not above everything. This should give us little legs that are moving up and down, hopefully. Something's moving. Not what I thought it was. Not what I thought would happen. But something is very much moving. Something's moving. Draw sprite legs. What do our legs look like? You know what? Why don't we just draw our legs? Let's just draw our legs disconnected from our body. I'm sorry, our legs are going to be disconnected. I just want to see what our legs look like. Is your money moving up? Most probably. Okay, so we do have a leg. We've got a little leg. It's kind of being drawn very far away. Whoa, what's happening there? Ooh, not quite sure what's happening. There's a funny thing happening there. Are you already able to buy stuff? No, I'm still working on your look. So it looks like the leg is okay, but I'm not sure what that is. That might be... that might be a texture error. So let's do X plus... Oh, that's right, because we have image X scale. So actually this is X plus... Actually, what I had earlier was correct. I just needed to multiply this. I needed to multiply all of this by the image X scale. Ooh, that's going to be a little bit tedious. X plus... I think something like this could work. Y plus all of this times the image Y scale. When is the blockling gone timer going to reset? It resets. Okay, so as long as you send it every 3 minutes, it resets. It goes away. It disappears. If you send a message within that 3 minutes, it resets itself. But the money timer still continues. So even if your dude is there, you might still, like if you're sending a message every minute, you're going to be earning every minute, but your dude's not going to go away ever. Because you're refreshing its cooldown, so he's always there. You're active. X plus 4. Something like this could work. Something like this could work. I hope we've got little legs. I mean, we have legs. I offset the left one. The left one is too much. The left one's left by too much. So it's actually minus 4. Okay. But it's very... I guess it's from... What's my wave? From 0 to 2. Let's make you every second. Something like this, maybe. I mean, the thing is, you can't really tell that the legs are moving very much. It doesn't look smooth either. Let's do this. Every time I reset this, you're going to be earning another money, so... Okay. Something's happening there as well. Maybe it's drawing itself. That could be an issue. Am I drawing yourself? It's not drawing itself. That's a problem. It's not actually drawing itself. I have no idea what that blinking is. It doesn't seem to be associated with anyone, though. I should not have restarted that. Okay, so restarting it breaks the game. Funny. Very funny. I mean, I have no idea what that is. Also, the legs walking around don't exactly work. It's still too slow. It's still too slow. I thought I said wave from 0 to 2. I guess every half a second then. Not 3 seconds. And I guess you're an offset of 1, maybe? Something like this. Hopefully their legs are doing stuff. Doing leggy stuff. I mean, I guess so. I guess it's doing stuff. I'm trying to figure out what this offset variable is. I've spent so long using this function and haven't figured out what the offset is. I don't know. Could it be 0.25 then? I'm trying to make one leg like offset from the other. There we go. There we go. We got it. That's walking. There we go. I have no idea what those random things are. Oh, I know what those random things are. I got it. I figured it out. Those random things are from this object having a sprite. I want to remove its sprite. Actually, I just don't want to draw it. So let's just do draw and then have it empty. That should get rid of the random things already. Now you're at 25 because I've been restarting the game quite a number of times. There we go. Now you're at 26. I think the size of a 4 times scale works. Oh, that looks so cute. Oh, I can already see this being awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Oh yeah, I like this already. I'm gonna take a sip of water while I look at this. While I look at little legs. Ah. This is oh, this is gonna be awesome. Let's draw some eyes. Actually, I can just copy that code and then I can just do, let's do sprite eyes equals, actually I need to change this eventually. I need to change this. Sprite. Let's just do SPR eyes 1. And we'll just make you black. We'll just draw you as black. Oh, okay. I messed that up very badly for some reason. And I accidentally closed it. Eyes draw at. Actually, this does need to be in the middle center. The other two don't. Here we go. Ta-da! That's so cute. That is so cute. Now we need to get them to walk around. I don't think I'm creating them to have to rotate and like do 360 as they run around. But I think they'll just always be facing you. There we go. Now we need to give them some sense of community. Yeah, the walk animation should pause if they aren't moving. Now that's what we're doing. We're doing their movement. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and write down all of the things that we can buy. So we actually have the blockling, we have a shape, we have the blockling skin, we also have the blockling we have an outline color, We also have an eye shape. We also have an eye color. Something like that. So that's a lot just for what... And then also you've got hats, you've got spawn effects, you've got death effects, you've got stuff like that. So, yeah. Now, moving on to them moving around. And let's get them walking. So let's have their mode. Mode equals... let's say mode equals sit. Which, they're not sitting, they're standing, but it's the idea. If random chance, here we can switch mode. If case sit, so this is where I use switch statements as well for behaviors. If it's sitting, case walk. You have a great idea, share with me your great idea. Case sit. Let's call this leg animation. Leg animation time. Make a song for Tiny Money Men. Oh. You know what we need? We can have sound effects. We can totally have sound effects when they spawn in. Oh, yes. Yeah, this is still going. Mode, we want... Okay, draw GUI. Y plus... Okay, I need a leg Y equals 0. Oh, there's actually leg Y1 equals 0. And leg Y2 equals 0. Actually, make them 2. So, step if it's walking. Ooh, you know what? That wave function is not going to work. You know what? Let's just get our 2 modes going. If it's sitting, if random chance 0.01, actually just 0.01. That will give it every second. Actually, we can do 0.001. 0.005. There we go. Then the mode equals walk. Let's say walk target. We also need to create boundaries, right? How many times did the chat crash since the stream started? Not sure. What is going on with it? What is that? What is that? I think it's when people left, something's going on. What on earth is happening there? I just saw out of my corner of my eye the stream was behaving funny. I think I know what's the problem. Object blockling, add event. When I destroy it, actually when I clean it up, I want to sprite free. Is it sprite delete? Sprite flush? Sprite flush, I want to free my 2 sprites so that I can free up the memory for other places as well. Blockling. There we go. Sprite flush the body and flush the legs. Goodbye, we don't need you anymore. That could be one of the issue. You thought I did that? No, I didn't do that. I did not. Oh, you've got what too? What are you referring to, S-Bot? What on earth are those? What on earth is that? He's got like... I feel like his leg, it's got to do with his leg sprite. But it's only some people. Some people's leg sprites are wrong. I have no idea. I have no idea what that is. I don't know why they're cheerleaders. They're like having pom-poms and stuff. I did not program that part in. I mean, I programmed it in, but I didn't intend for it to be in. Everything there is programmed in, whether it's intentional or not. Draw sprite, SPR legs 1. Funny. No clue why that's happening. Yeah, they're cheering for me. Yay. We need to get them to walk around within a boundary. Ooh, how do we do that? I guess I need to give them boundary areas where they can and cannot walk. Okay, so I'll just look for when I spawn them, I had some boundaries for where they could and cannot go. That should have been in script user right here. Right there, that's my boundaries. So step, I'm going to need to create a mode, and then I'm going to create a target walk equals target walk x. Actually, I'll just do target x equals 0 and target y equals 0. So when I do this, I'm going to set target x to equal anywhere in there, and then target y equals anywhere in there as well. And then walk, I'm going to how am I doing this? X plus equals, oh, we also need a speed. Speed equals 0. Actually, no, this is a speed maximum. So speed maximum is going to be 2, I believe. So step x plus equals the length, var direction dir equals point direction from x, y to target x. Hello, Peter. Let's see if it's still broken. Oh, yes, it's still... They've all... I think everything that spawns, everything new that spawns, they all get pom-poms. I think that's an issue with my sprite management. It's just awful. No clue what happened there. Length, dir, x. I'm definitely getting rid of that. The length is going to be speed max. The direction is going to be the dir. We do the same for y. I really need to set up vectors as well. Speed max, dir. I also need to check. This is... I want to do another check. Okay, goodbye, Phi. B. The mode equals sit. Else, we're gonna do this. Spaghetti code and data balls. What are data balls? I've never heard of that. Oh, meatballs, data balls. I get it. Dir equals that. I also want to do a check if point direction. No, actually, if distance to point. If point distance. X, Y, I can just copy this. If the distance to the point is less than 1, then we're going to stop. Oh, actually, I can just put that in here. I don't need a new if statement. If something like this. Do I need another one? I need less one. There we go. Now we should have their walking around ish. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully the pom-pom bug doesn't. That's so much cooler than I thought it would be. I'm gonna say something in chat so I show up. Where did I come from? Am I here? Oh, okay. So anything new that spawns with pom-poms, which is very funny. Okay, that looks really... Watching them run around is super cute. Oh, they're so cute. This is awesome. This is awesome. Yeah, okay, so new things that spawn with leg pom-poms. That's what I'm calling them now. They're leg pom-poms, which is probably because... Okay. Sprite body equals that. Sprite legs. Am I redefining it for some reason? You know what? Then we'll just do undefined here. I think that might be the issue. Let's try this again. And I guess... Okay, I guess I have to wait a little bit for me to despawn or someone to despawn. And then we'll see if that works. I mean, okay, you kind of go outside of the area. I need to change this question mark to, like, social. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a cool surprise for people who didn't watch the stream. Just checking in for your money. Well, I do not see... I need someone to disappear and then come back. So I think that's like 3 minutes or something like that. Meanwhile, let's assume pom-poms are fixed. Meanwhile, let's get our, okay, y plus equals 2 plus, we use ternary operators here. If mode equals sit, then we're going to have 0. If not, then we do that. This is spaghetti code right here. This is 100% Italian homemade spaghetti. Like, look at it. Look at it. You don't even know what's happening there. There we go. So now if you're not walking, you just kind of you don't okay, that's kind of weird. If you're sitting, you need to have more leg. You need to have more leg, not less leg. Also, there's a lot of sitting. I mean, there's a lot of it's kind of awkward how long their legs are. Is it just me, or are their legs really long? Let's see if this works. I just want to see. Yeah, their legs are a little bit long. Your code is worse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people whose codes are probably worse. But spaghetti is spaghetti. There we go. That looks better. And am I in? Oh, I do see myself. Oh, really? I'm still there? Pom-poms. They're pom-poms. I don't know. Also, they're sitting too close together. They need to not be too close together. They need to, like, spread out. You know, I can see, okay, right now we've got 12 people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 12 people here. And they might need to shrink down a little bit if it gets too cluttered. Or else it can get... Yeah, I know, right? Socially distance. We need to give them face masks. Or they also could bump into each other or something. That could be interesting. Where they can, I mean, collisions though, actually, collisions could be okay. I have a way of making it work. But am I gone yet? Am I gone? Where am I? I don't see myself. I'm still there. Please go away, J-Wigs. Please go away. I could make them wear masks. Okay, now imagine them with party hats and spawn effects. I think they're a little bit too big. I think their scale is too big. They might need to be scaled down to like 3 times scale instead of 4 times scale, what they currently are. Also, we need to make their names go away after some time, unless you ping them. Like if you say something, then their names might pop up. Random chance to spawn with a party hat. Maybe. Am I still here? I'm still there. Come on, go away. Go away, dude. I should be despawning any second now. It takes a couple minutes. Let's work on... well, actually... Wow. It's almost been 4 hours, and from the looks of it, it's about dinner time for me, so once I finish with this, I think I'm going to be done streaming for the time being. I might work on... I think I'm going to... Yeah, come on, like, despawn me. I might work on this later tonight, just a little bit. Maybe get some collisions going, get some more assets imported. Mostly the boring stuff, and then we'll come back. I might come back tomorrow, and we'll finish them. Just die. Please die. Oh, you can't see, but I actually have commands here. Let's see. There you go. Now you can see the commands. It also probably broke my thing. No, it didn't. It didn't break anything. Which is funny. Oh, well. Yeah. So I've got commands, but is it despawning me yet? Hello? Where am I? I'm still here. Okay, it's still not despawning me. Is there a problem with despawns? Is there a problem with despawns? There might be a this might be a problem with despawns, because I feel like it's been a lot longer than 3 minutes. Hello. What is my despawn time? You broke, but not really. Despawn time is blockling user script here. Online users, so it should be the online user time, which should be right here. And I haven't said anything. Yeah, it should be 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh, okay. People are starting to despawn. Oh no, I see pom-poms. Oh, I see pom-poms. No. Wait, if I respawn, I should see pom-poms on me too. Yeah, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So anyone new that spawns in with pom-poms. That's still an issue. New people spawning in, spawn in with pom-poms. What exactly is that, though? I'm not exactly sure how that comes about. Because I see it moving with the legs. I see it moving with the legs. It's not a command. I'm just typing it to spawn. Nugget's back. Nugget has pom-poms. That's very funny. Sprite create body. It's flushing everything. I'm spawning everything. I'm drawing it. Pom-poms are supposed to be nowhere. There are supposed to be no pom-poms. Nothing. Nowhere. Which is, it's just strange. Nugget, I thought you do have pom-poms. Nope, never mind. Nugget doesn't. It was someone else. Someone else had pom-poms. Okay, so this is so strange. I have no idea why. Because it's the same code, except when you run it at the beginning of the game, it's fine. And when you run it in the middle, it's not. Meaning something's happening. Something's changing it. It's changing itself. It's changing how it works. Right, surface set target body, surface free body, sprite body equals the sprite created from surface, this body. Which, yeah, everything's fine. Oh dear, I don't know. Well, I don't know how to fix this. I'm done for now. We got most of it. We got mostly of things working. I think that's gonna be it for now. Let's do this. Wait, no, let's not do that, because then it blocks my camera. Well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You know, let's get the thing. Wait, nope, that's not it. Nope, yeah, you know what? We'll just show this. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys had fun. And I guess I'm going to be. I'll keep all your money. Your money is saved. I'll write up some data protection things to protect yourself or myself from data stuff from I don't know whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next stream, which might be tomorrow, might be later tonight, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on what I get done. Goodbye.